What's going on? It's your dog Art Man the Great, and we're back with another boxing conversation. Look, I'm just trying to chop it up and talk about boxing. I don't really got no agenda today. Oh yeah, it's Vargas versus what's his name? Oshaki Foster. Yeah, that's gonna be a little decent scrap. What y'all think? It's gonna be a little decent scrap. I haven't really watched I've never seen Oshaki fight before, ever. So I'm trying to see what that's like. Ooh, looks good. Looks good. Looks good. Hell yeah. Um, wait till more people get here before we really start chopping it up about this boxing shit. Hold on, cut. Hold on, man. We gonna start cooking. Hold on. Okay. All right. All right. My bad, family. Shit, we should see what. Yeah, I've never seen this guy fight ever, ever. Like, not even a highlight. No, none of that shit. Um, Matter of fact, let me pull up some shit right now. I want to pull up like his box rec and shit like that because to be honest, I haven't heard of dude until like last year. I remember one point. At one time he was saying that he was going to be the mandatory for Shakur Stevenson, and a lot of people were talking about that. Let me see. How do you even spell that nigga's name? Foster Box Rec. Let's pull that shit up. Okay, Oshaki Foster. He has 19 wins by 11 KO, and he lost two times. Okay, a loss don't always mean shit. Niggas be like, that nigga lost. That nigga lost, so that means he sucks. But let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see. He he last fought March of last year. Ooh, wow, that's been a minute. It's been a minute since this nigga fought. They said, okay, March 18th, 2022. Damn, what's going on? Damn near 1 year since that nigga fought. He fought Mohammed Kaju Yakubov, and he won a unanimous decision. And then he fought Miguel Roman and won by KO back in when? 2020? 2 year man, this guy, he it looks like he haven't been fighting in quite some time. Like, that's not good. My bad, I had to sneeze. But yeah, and then he fought Alberto Mercado back in 2019. Damn, son. What's up with this guy? Who is he even signed to? But of course, I don't recognize anybody on this rec. Said ring rust might show tonight. Man, I've never seen this dude fight, so shit. I want to go into the fight with a clear head and just see this guy fighting just to see who exactly who it is.
Yo, can you hear me? I can't hear anything.
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Oh,
Can you hear me?
hold on 1 second.
This nigga D High came in here
Yeah,
with
I
his
can't hear
pocket
you on my end.
wireless.
I don't know why.
I don't know. You might have to back out and back in. Let me see. Yo, can you hear me?
No, maybe it's me. Hold on.
But yeah, I've never seen him fight. Um, I have seen some bag work of him hitting the bag on Twitter, but that's it. But let me just go and do a quick look. You know, what I'm saying it is fight day. Let me see. Foster. I do like his energy in the press conference though, because they was asking him questions, and trying trying to come at him. He lost a couple fights on Showbox. I'm over here watching his clip on Showbox. Yeah, Showtime. Man, Ray Vargas is a tall motherfucker, tall, lanky dude, man. Oh, he from Houston? Okay, he said we gonna have a new champion.
All right, yeah, I'm good now.
Yeah, so I'm over here listening to Shocky Foster. He's saying the same old, same old. Early in my career, I struggled. That's why I got them L's, but I'm more focused now. And he said he ready for Vargas. I've never seen him fight though.
Oh, you never watched him?
Never, ever, ever.
Yeah, yeah. I watched a few of his fights. He's solid. He's good. He could definitely do some damage. I think him and Shakur would have been more interesting than people thought, but you know how that go.
He's FBA, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. 'Cause I thought he at first, because I didn't hear him talk. I thought he was like Jamaican or something.
Nah, no, not at all. He's from fucking Dallas, Texas, I think, some shit.
Houston. That's what it sounded like.
Oh, yeah, there we go. One of them.
Yeah, he said he ready to be the new. Who's all in that division? I forgot.
130? Oh, 130 is looking pretty lit. You got Navarrete, you got these two, you got Joe Cordina, you got Hector Garcia still. He's still good at 130. Uh, so you got a couple people. So it's looking pretty good actually. I like 130. That's one of the
Keyshawn,
reasons I thought
where Keyshawn Davis at?
Keyshawn at 135.
Oh,
That's one of the reasons why I was excited Shakur Stevenson was going to stay down there, but all of a sudden somebody had weight issues. Interesting.
who had weight issues?
Shakur
Oh yeah, he was supposed to.
out of
He was supposed to. This is supposed to be Oshaki versus Shakur right now, right? If he
yeah
was
they fighting
30,
they fighting over his, yeah they fighting over his belt. That's what they fighting over, his vacant. Uh-huh.
I see Oshaki with the Pro Bellum. That.
Well, I mean, most people from Probellum are just going to come over to Showtime because a lot of them are already from Showtime anyway. Like Stanionis, his ass started on Showtime anyway, so he may as well come back over here, even though he's going
Look,
to the
I
zone right now.
seen Oshaki on Showbox. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
like I'm looking at him work right now. Oh my God, he got a chin on him, but he took some shit flush. Ooh, he got a chin. Either he got a chin or this motherfucker can't punch. That's always
Who?
the question.
Who? What's your opponent?
I'm watching Foster versus Yakubov.
Oh, come on. You can't judge on that nigga. Come on, bro. Who even is that for real? Like,
I don't
I'm
even
not saying I'm not saying Oshaki doesn't have a chin, but you can't judge it based off that. That
That's what I'm
nigga,
saying. I don't know this guy.
yeah, exactly. I mean, he's good. He was an undefeated like Euro dude, but it's like, let's keep it. Let's be real now.
I gotta see this nigga Foster fight for real because I seen Vargas fight a couple times and that motherfucker, he's like a, how can I explain? I want to say from what I've seen, he looks like a way better version of Navarrete, if that makes sense.
Yeah, he'll whoop Navarrete's ass if they unify. He'll beat the shit out of him.
Most definitely.
Yeah, that's not that wouldn't even. That's why I don't think Navarrete gonna be calling out if Oshaki wins, Navarrete gonna be on that ass. But if Ray Vargas wins, I don't think anybody is gonna be eager to be calling him out. Because personally, I got Ray Vargas edging the decision out today. Unfortunately, I would love it if Oshaki won. I'm rooting for him, but I just don't think he's going to be able to do it because Ray Vargas has fought too many styles. He's seen too much shit, and he survives knockdowns.
And he got a chin too. I mean,
Yeah,
he
I mean.
physically it looks like he doesn't have a chin, but he has a chin.
Yeah, and the thing is too is that he knows how to make up for getting knocked down and around by raw punch volume. That's the thing. So he maintains his composure, whereas
he
a lot of dudes might not.
he does what I practice on the heavy bag all the fucking time, which is drop low and hit that left hook to the body.
Ray
Yeah,
Vargas,
yeah.
yeah,
He was tagging Maxio ass up with that shit, and I'm looking at it right now.
and he does the double jab right hand like Ugas do.
Mm.
So yeah, like I said, I would love it if Oshaki won, but I just don't think he's going to. Ray Vargas throws too many punches.
We gonna do a little fight party tonight, but from what I'm
That's what's
seeing
up.
from the two visuals, it's like yeah, even though Vargas been dropped a couple times, his punch value, I think it's gonna fuck with him.
Yeah, and Oshaki's not like a one punch killer. So if you can't get him out of there, then it's gonna be trouble.
This Maxio versus Vargas fight was actually pretty good. What the fuck?
It was good. People were sleeping on Ray Vargas even still. People thought he was gonna get knocked out. I'm like, based off what?
Oh, they need to run that shit back, cuz. I'm watching the highlight. They might have to run that shit back.
What? No, man. Ray Vargas whooped his ass. I don't run that
He
motherfucker
won, but that nigga, he sure did drop his ass, what, a few times?
twice. Twice.
Yeah, he ate them punches. That was a good fight. What you think about Mark Marsago versus Brandon Figueroa?
I'm honestly leaning toward Figueroa. I mean,
You
no,
are?
Max. No, no. I'm honestly leaning toward Max. I think Max might knock him the fuck out.
You think so? That's gonna end that shit. All that Fulton talk, that shit's gonna go out the window.
Yeah, I honest to God think that Maxine will probably knock him out.
My bad. I'm over here smoking and shit, watching these highlights. I'm not even looking at the chat. My dude, he says Hector Garcia at 130. Rack him up, IVF channel. I don't even know who that is. 130 solid. Oh, Robson up there too. Yeah, that's true.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, Conceição. Yeah, that's
not
true.
impressed with Navarrete. Hell no. Look, I said this on my live. I don't give. I can't wait till I come back on Twitter. I'm just trying to talk about shit, nigga. Navarrete is what y'all said Wilder was. He is that shit because that nigga is sloppy. Fucking footwork is just out of there, bro. Like one thing I can admit, he's relentless and he throws a lot of punches. But the motherfucker look like he has no balance. Like you can just push him over and he'll fall over. You know, he gets in there with a guy like Shakur Stevenson or something like that. He will get fucking chopped up easy. He'd probably get stopped by Shakur
By
Stevenson.
who?
By
Oh,
Shakur
Shakur.
Stevenson.
Nah, he hits a little bit too hard for that, but Shakur beat his ass though.
Valdez, I think Valdez gonna stop Navarrete.
Nah, I think Navarrete gonna win that one.
What?
Yeah,
What?
yeah,
Y'all hear that
yeah.
shit, though? Say, my dude. Yeah, let me drop the link for my people. You know what I'm saying? We just chopping it up. Hell yeah. Yeah. Nah, real shit. But nigga, De Los Santos, what weight class he fight at?
That's 135.
Oh, that's 135.
Yep.
Okay. He beat ass.
I mean, he got knocked down too in the process, so he ain't no Terminator. But yes, he did. He
Nigga,
did
like
whoop his ass.
he beat his ass like took his lunch money type shit.
Yeah, it
That's
was pretty.
real.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
It really this fight really makes me question motherfucking Benavidez camp, bro. Real shit. I've been watching some Benavidez plant, training videos and shit like that. And I've been seeing Benavidez. First of all, Benavidez looks big as fuck. Man. Like he right now in the videos, he looks like he's at least like 176, coming down. But I see him trying to work on defense. But do you think his defense is up to par to fuck with guys like Morrell Jr., shit like that?
Benavidez, no. Like I said, it doesn't. Honestly, for me, it's not even about size. The first person to fight him, like they're not scared of him, is gonna beat his ass. I say that about every supposed boogeyman. You
Now
know,
Plant, you saying Plant about to get stopped. I don't
he
think Plant
is.
scared of Benavidez, bro.
Plant gonna be scared once he get in there. He acting hard right now, but because he's a boxer or whatever. But watch when he get in there and they actually feel that shit. And once Plant is the type of dude to feel when when he gets hit with that shit, and it's exactly what people say it is. He's gonna be like, "Oh shit," and then just try to survive. Watch,
He
bet
gonna
it.
get on his toes.
Huh?
He gonna get on his toes. He gonna get the circling around the ring.
Oh, of course.
The
And
ring,
Brad and Brad and Breadman
the ring
and
big.
Breadman gonna tell him, to do that to preserve his investment.
Breadman gonna throw the towel.
Yeah, if he sees him getting too much damage, of course. But yeah, no. Once he's not the type to overcome and bite down. Once he feels that shit is everything people said it was, he's gonna be like, "Oh shit, all right, let's make it out of here. I got a new baby." He feels that if he goes the distance, that's a victory in and of itself. Just getting Benavidez off the knockout streak, kind of like Karen did with Jerron Ennis.
So my head is telling me Benavidez is going to walk Plant down because eventually Plant is going to get tired, and he's going to smother him and start throwing combinations and just that shit he does. Just start lighting him up in the corner, and Plant's going to try to get on his toes and bounce out of there, but Benavidez is just going to stalk him and probably get him out of there.
That's exactly what's
Not
gonna
by
happen.
not by KO, but like TKO. But my heart is telling me that Plant gonna go in there and start nigga boxing on his toes, jab, sticking and moving, and outpoint the dude like it's nothing.
That would make sense if Benavidez didn't have a noticeably longer reach. So that would make sense, but but Plant got to get in close to do anything with Benavidez in the first place. So that's why it's not gonna go anywhere. And not to mention Benavidez throws too many punches. By the time Plant trying to get one or two shots off, Benavidez gonna throw 10 of them shits, and then it's not even gonna look good for the judges.
I know. I mean, if Plant could keep that jab in Benavidez's face, keep the jab, dip low, He Plant knows how to do that. I feel like he got to get on this Brandon Adams shit by dropping real fucking low to the floor so this motherfucker can't touch you. If you slipping and sliding, man, you got to get on your Pernell Whitaker shit too.
Yeah, but
It's easier said than done, but this is a
Benavidez is
big
not
dude that you're
Boachuk, bro.
But you gotta be an A-level type boxer to frustrate Benavidez like that. And I think Caleb Plant's like a B level.
I feel like the only person who's going to give Benavidez real problems is motherfucking Morrell
Morale.
because
Yep.
he's big and he's athletic and he knows how to box. And
But yeah, but there's one issue with Morel that y'all forgetting that I've kind of noticed. He's kind of his gas tank to me like is kind of untested. Like I don't know if he's got. I don't think he has the type of gas tank that Benavidez has for sure.
he fights
He
his
gets with
spot.
12.
Yeah, he fights his
Yeah.
spots. Benavidez could outwork him. Like
He went against this nigga. I ain't gonna lie, nigga. Even though that motherfucker was tough as nails, he was slow as shit.
yeah,
The dude he was fighting.
Benavidez don't got that
Like
problem.
the speed difference looked like what the fuck? It looked like he was in there with a nigga in the Matrix because he was just popping his ass. But
Yeah,
one thing I did like about that fight is the combinations that Morrell was throwing. Like
yeah,
fucking Mike Tyson hook to the stomach and then uppercut. I said, oh shit, I haven't seen that type of shit in a minute.
yep.
You know? and to do it at the speed that he's doing it as well, and in the weight class he's doing it in. You know what I
He
mean?
big as shit, man.
But shout out to the
Yeah.
brothers in the chat, my dude, the boxing section, and D Hive.
What's going on?
Shout out to my brothers, man.
So I talked to Ronald Ellis, right?
Yeah.
I talked to him for like about an hour, like after his fight with Benavidez, right? And he said it wasn't that his punches was like hella hard. He said it was just so many of them. He was saying that it was just the value of just like that nigga coming forward and throwing so many punches.
And
He
you
said
just
it really wasn't.
you know,
Yeah,
you don't know what to
So
do.
yeah, so
Niggas
he
in the
was
corner
saying,
like, oh shit.
yeah.
Go ahead.
So he basically was saying like he said Benavidez would get Canelo trouble, right?
Most definitely.
And
Nigga don't get tired.
So at first he was like, nah, this motherfucker, he can't, you know what I'm saying? But once he seen the Bivol fight, first he didn't think so, but then when he seen the Bivol fight, we talked, he was like, yeah, man, he might get Canelo because of the size difference, right? The thing is, Kyron Davis gave Benavidez a tough fight, and he's like he's fucking 54 pounder, you know what I'm saying? And I think that Breadman being in Caleb Plant's corner is gonna do him some justice. I felt like he should have had Breadman in his corner against Canelo Alvarez. That's what he really needed because his trainer didn't know what the fuck he was doing. He couldn't make the adjustments. So I think that Caleb Plant, from what I've seen, if he can sit down on his punches and hurt him, then we'll see. But I think he's a good enough boxer not to get hit with just stupid shit. Because if you really look at it, he didn't make no adjustments in that Canelo fight, right? He made no adjustments. He did the same shit over and over and over again. And Breadman is gonna make him
That
switch
weak
it up.
ass Philly shell.
Breadman, I mean,
He better not try that
he
shit. He better
He
not
could do
try
it now. He could do the Philly shell now because he's with a person that knows how to do the Philly shell. You know what I'm saying? He got
Alright.
like one of the best trainers for Philly.
Hell
And
no.
Only person I've
say
seen
this
do
too,
that
though.
shit successfully was Floyd.
Hell, not everybody do that shit in Philly.
They try to.
Philly,
Niggas still be eating right hands from that. I just noticed that, like,
Yeah.
you know, that shit, you have to be active with it. You can't just sit there and be like, oh, I'm gonna just sit on the ropes. Nigga gonna tag your liver up and then fucking hit you with a straight right hand over the top or a looping right hand. And it's gonna be over. Niggas be having their shoulder like this. You can still see their whole face. Niggas be getting popped in their fucking forehead and shit. Like, man, I say the only person today, really, who's successfully doing the Philly shell, I would say is Devin Haney.
Yeah. And even he gets tagged sometimes with that shit. So like
Yeah,
it's hard. It's hard as hell.
Shit is
to,
boxing
like,
though.
after that shit.
But it's boxing on there. You gonna get hit. It's not like you can go a whole fight without getting hit once. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna get hit. So I mean,
But it's like Maidana and Floyd. Like even as great as defensively as Floyd was, he was still getting tagged in that fight, especially in the first half. So Benavidez is a similar type of fighter. He throws a million punches, and Caleb Plant don't got Floyd Mayweather type of defense. He gonna get touched, and I don't see him hurting Benavidez either. So what he gonna do? He gonna outbox this nigga for 12 rounds? I don't see that happening.
I mean, but let's keep it real.
I don't feel like Plant's gonna get tired, like gas tank tired. I feel like he's gonna get like physically drained tired. Like, damn, these punches hurt.
Body shots.
Damn, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't take too much of this. Like Marcus Brown, better be type shit.
Yeah, but Art, all his big fights, he's gotten tired. Against that one dude, his first title fight against what's his name? Oscar Tagi. He got tired at the end. He was getting tagged up. Against Canelo, he got tired and got stopped. Like, what you gonna do against Benavidez? I don't see that. I don't see him winning, bro.
Yeah, you get tired against Benavidez, and he's throwing all those punches and bunches.
I think a lot of that is about adjustments thrown in the ring. I think that's a lot to do with the training. You know what I'm saying? With the trainer. You know what I'm saying? Because if you look at it, bro,
Plant's not going for broke in that fight, bro. This nigga got a whole family and shit. Like, nah.
He gonna be on the move. He gonna be on the move.
He gonna go for it. But I tell you this though, if you look at how J-Rock fought Jarrett Hurd, where like he was not afraid of what Jerry Hurd had going on. He was able to
Mm-hmm.
do certain things. That's gonna be the same thing. I got it a 50-50 fight, bro. Honestly, like
But J Rock had to live on the inside though. That's where Benavidez shines.
Yeah,
Hold up.
J Rock. Look, I was right. That's actually one of my favorite
That's what
fights.
Jerry Hurd. That's what Jerry
J-Rock
Hurd
versus
signed at.
Because that motherfucker J Rock, the way he was clinching, he's pulling his arms in, looking around him, spinning him. You know what I'm saying? Having this man have to reset multiple times.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And
I don't
Benavidez got slow
think
feet.
that Plant is going to be able to do that to Benavidez because
Hold up, boxing section.
the
Are you
difference
saying?
hold on 1 second. But the difference between Benavidez and Hurd, yeah, they don't have the best defense, but Hurd's defense at the time was fucking terrible. I say it's worse than Benavidez.
And Hurd shined at mid range. Hurd shined at mid range, not on the inside. Once you got inside on Hurd, that's where you were able to do damage, and that showed as his career progressed after J Rock.
Yeah, you can't do that to Benavidez.
Yeah, Benavidez lives on the inside, and not to mention, if you start getting too much work off, all he's gonna do is grab you and turn you, and then take that half step back and then bomb on you.
And he's good on the outside too. He got the reach. I'm pretty sure he got the reach advantage over Caleb Plant.
And this motherfucker don't like
100%.
Caleb Plant, so he gonna try to kill this nigga up in the ring, bro. He said, "I'm
Yeah.
taking
That's the
hospital."
but that's the
If
problem.
it got terrible, Benavidez can out jab Plant.
I believe when he says that shit too, Art. He gonna try to hurt this dude
Me
bad.
too. I honestly believe that he really wants to hurt this.
But that's gonna hurt him though. That's not gonna do him no favors. You know what I'm saying? Being upset about Caleb Plant, that ain't gonna do him no justice. But I'm gonna tell you this though, Anthony Durrell gave Benavidez everything he can handle before his eyes got split.
What? Okay, you tripping. First you said Kyron Davis gave him a hard fight, and now you're saying Durrell. Nah, I don't see it that way. I feel like he controlled both of those fights from beginning to end.
We can go back and watch. You can go back and
Nah,
watch.
We can, but
Durrell gave him some good work.
It was decent. It was decent because Durrell's a good fighter, but like Benavidez was controlling that fight. I never once thought that Benavidez was losing that fight at any moment.
No, Benavidez lost some rounds.
That fight could have probably been well.
We was in the building for sure. I was there. It wasn't as fucking dominant as people make it out. Because if Durrell eye didn't get so fucking bloody, that's when he started getting hit with hella shit, is when his eye got split. He couldn't see. But before that, nigga, it was a hell of a fight before that his eye got split.
I agree.
Yeah, boxing section.
Agree.
Who the one? Fucking what's his name?
Durrell?
The mixed brother.
No,
Benavidez.
Benavidez would have. Andre Ward versus who?
Benavidez at 168.
Ward.
Ward, but it'll be a hard ass fight.
Yeah, it'd be like some split decision type shit, but Ward will get him.
Well, listen, this is what I don't want y'all to think though. I don't want y'all to think that I just think Caleb Plant is gonna beat the motherfucker. I'm just saying he got an opportunity to beat him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he gonna just go in there and just dog the motherfucker. But I'm just saying
Absolutely.
I think it's gonna be a good fight. I think it's gonna be a hell of a fight. I think that it's gonna be a good fucking fight. And I just think people are overlooking Caleb Plant. And the reason why I think Caleb Plant is gonna be better is because he has a way better trainer. That his trainer before, bro,
that's
I used to look at him. I used to really look at this. I'm like, why is he still with this nigga? Like at a certain point, make that nigga your assistant coach. But he don't have it like that. And it was more like he brought the nigga along because that was his homeboy type of thing. But it was like,
yeah, you gotta show some
I thought that was his dad.
Nah, it's just they from the same trap or whatever. So
no, I'm saying you can still. What I'm saying is you can still have a nigga around. But just as your head trainer, I just didn't see why he did that for so long.
I just rewatched that Durrell fight. Man, it was a good competitive fight until it wasn't. I feel like that I did play a major role, but Durrell wasn't really like landing no significant punch. Like, man, he rocking his shit. He was able to land though and keep that jab in his face.
Yeah,
but look at how Benavidez took Durrell's punches versus how Plant took Durrell's flush punches. When Durrell, even the older version of Durrell, hit Plant was visibly moving and shaking and had to take evasive maneuvers. Benavidez didn't go nowhere.
Yeah, and he ate that shit.
Yeah, and I understand that people are geeked up off this Darrell knockout from Plant, but it's not as sweet as people think. Because the thing is too, if Plant hadn't been smoked Darrell the way that he did, nobody would be really picking him over Benavidez. So it's just recency bias. It would be different if all these people would still pick him despite how that fight went. People are only geeked up because he knocked Darrell out because Darrell didn't take him serious. Benavidez is not only going to take him serious, but he's in there to do damage. He's going to drop bombs on him. So I'm just, I think it's going to be cool. I don't think Bradman's going to be a difference maker, and I think that Plant is going to get ran over.
He gonna break him
See,
down, bro.
that's
Like
see,
Ben, Caleb gonna look good. Go ahead.
No, I was saying it's not because of that fight with Anthony Darrell. Everybody knows that Bradman is a great trainer, and that's what Caleb
He's a
Plant
good
was
trainer.
lacking. Listen, no, he's a great trainer, bro. Like I've seen some shit that he's done, and because Kyron Davis had no business making it that far with Benavidez, to be honest with you.
He made it that
But
far based off his heart, not because of skills. He was
that's
getting
And
beat the
that's
fuck up. Let's
durability.
be honest. That wasn't no competitive
You
fight.
got that background noise.
I mean, but
But
that wasn't no competitive fight. From what I remember, Kyron was getting beat the fuck up.
he was.
Like I don't remember him having any type of moments in that fight whatsoever.
He had a few good moments where he pressed the action, but outside of that, it wasn't anything special.
Yeah, I mean, even Benavidez showed him some love at the end of the fight because, like, dude got heart, but I don't think we should make it more than what it was. Like, he didn't really do nothing except take a beating. No disrespect.
I mean, Bradman's most prominent student is J Rock, right?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, hey,
What you trying to say?
respect. I think he's a quality trainer. Greatness.
I think J Rock just has interests outside of boxing, and he's kind of chinny. Ain't nothing you can do with that. Just being real.
You could argue that, but and also I'm just curious as to what Bradman is going to tell Plant that's different from what he told Kyron Davis. I am curious what he's going to try to do.
Boxing section is absolutely correct
but
when
Caleb
he says
Plant can do way more things, though. You get what I'm saying? You can only tell a fighter what
But
they
for
can
how
do.
long though?
Bro, it's gonna be like a Rashidi Ellis, but via type of fight, but it's not. But Caleb Plant gonna win rounds like that. He gonna get outworked.
It's going to be less competitive than that. I don't think that Plant is going, because the thing is too, y'all keep saying Plant can outbox Benavidez. Can he really though? Because not only does he have to get inside Benavidez's jab to score points, but Benavidez has higher punch output. So I understand Benavidez is not as talented a boxer, but when it comes to raw point scoring, he can outpoint you. He can.
And he got the hand speed advantage.
That's what I'm saying. So.
Like usually the boxer in this type of fights has the hand speed advantage, but that's not the case with Caleb Plant. So like you don't got. I mean, obviously you got decent footwork. It's not like Caleb Plant he has amazing footwork either, and I don't see him doing that shit for 12 rounds. Like his best chance is to run, bro. Because if you try to bring the fight to Benavidez, he's definitely getting beat the fuck up.
I mean, he should definitely try to recreate that shot he got on Darrell and put it on Benavidez, see how he handles it, and then gauge the fight from there. If he can land that shot early and Benavidez gets wobbled, okay, good. You might have some shit there. But if he lands that shit and Benavidez don't go nowhere, you better just get the fuck on and try to make it out of there with your scalp intact, because it's not going to be good.
You know what people underrate about Benavidez? His reflexes and his defense. His defense is not bad. I mean, it's not great, but it's not bad. His
defense is trash, but his defense is also his offense.
No, what I'm trying to say is underrated because, like, I watched him plenty of times. Like, he's got decent like reflexes and head movement.
He don't have no head movement, but he do have good reflexes.
Okay, yeah. But what I will say is he's not some big goofy come forward fighter like a basic ass fighter. That's not what he is. He's got more tools to the trade, I guess you could say, than that.
Yeah, he's made some adjustments because that's how it used to be. When he was real young, like he used to be just a dumbass. But now that he's increasing his competition, he's made some improvements.
Yeah. But what I was trying to say earlier is, boxing section was correct when he said that Breadman is a way better coach than Benavidez
Oh, real
corner.
talk, because don't nobody. Yeah, absolutely. Because like, yeah, I put Benavidez dad in the same in like the same place I put Bomac. He just got one good dude. That's it. Nothing special.
Yeah,
One
because the
good
other
dude
was
based
it
off of what?
Pacheco?
Did he teach him how to fight? He taught Benavidez how to fight like this?
He
He
did,
taught
but
his son, he taught his
Benavidez also
son some.
learned
Yeah,
sparring Triple G and being in Pacquiao's camp. So he was in all those camps as a young kid. That's how he learned how to fight.
yeah, yeah. He was around like different pros and stuff.
Yeah,
I don't think Plant is like as physically athletic as Keyron Davis. What do y'all think?
That's
Because I'm looking
I
at
would.
him
uh,
and I feel like
he got
Kyron
higher
Davis,
IQ
I
That's
feel like
true.
he got more
in
endurance
the
than
ring, um, and I think he moves a little bit better than Kyron Davis. Kyron's more of like, I don't even know how to describe his style, but he's not as fluid as Caleb Plant.
he's not.
Caleb Plant is just fast. He's not as athletic as Tyron Davis, and he doesn't have as much durability. That's for sure. And I think that's going to be very obvious once he starts getting punched on.
Yeah,
I mean, we really don't know how much durability he got. He only
yeah.
he only been touched really by Canelo Alvarez. And the thing about Canelo Alvarez, that dude got an iron chin. Then Benavidez has touched the canvas before. Canelo hasn't. So
But that
we
was a
got to put
flash
some respect
knockdown
on
though.
him.
Like it's not like he got
I don't
wobbled.
give a damn. I don't give a damn what kind of knockdown it was. He went down. Canelo ain't never touched the canvas.
But
So
you gotta be true. That wasn't no fucking Wilder Fury type knockdowns, nigga. That was a nigga just fell over type shit.
Yeah, like that could be like a balance issue. Like that's I don't really take that like seriously. Like I
was it
mean,
a balance
and not to
issue?
mention Canelo got hurt
But
by
what?
Cotto's illegitimate
But
cousin. Like let's
Yeah,
not
but
forget that shit.
but was it? But
he
but
sure
but was
did.
it though? But was it though?
Yeah, it
Nah,
was a
Let's
knockdown.
Ronald
look up the
Ronald
look
Gavril
up the.
Ronald Gav- Ronald Gavril was a legitimate 168 pounder though, so it's not like I mean David Benavidez fights a lot of people smaller than him, and I mean
yeah,
and Plant, but we can say that, but Plant got knocked the fuck out by a dude that's coming up from 140, so it's like it's
right.
like it's like he got knocked smooth out, so it is what it is.
And and
We can
we're not gonna forget that fight. Canelo had no respect for this nigga's power. He was damn
at,
near laughing at this dude. Like
at all. He was
he
in there
was
talking
walking
to
through
him.
his shit.
He was in there giggling like, yeah, it's funny, and then came out. And keep in mind, he slumped his ass with one punch. One
I lost
slumped him.
respect for yeah.
Bro
I
was at
lost
a.
respect for
I think
Caleb.
I think I think Caleb Plant was just more tired than
Yeah,
he
I ain't
was.
forget that shit. I ain't forget that Caleb Plant was
Pretty good for
called
20
by a
0,
good
huh?
fighter. It ain't
Yeah,
gonna
come
be
on,
I'm a
doc.
good fighter shit with fucking David Benavidez, nigga.
Yeah,
Benavidez,
when
But Brad
But see,
Peters
I
ain't doing
think
that shit in the fight
I
with Canelo. He gonna be talking
I
shit. He gonna be like, nigga,
I
that's all
think
you
we
got.
no we took it out of context though. I think we took what he was saying out of context because I think that was him shit talking him like saying like yeah like nigga you because he because like you remember Canelo like oh man he doesn't have any fights oh he's like
Nah, that's
oh
cap.
well, I'm
That's
gonna
big
tell you,
time cap. Because at that point he was starting to lose the fight. Like he was starting to
I'm
get broken down. So he was looking for mercy. He was like, hey man, pretty good for 20 0, huh? Because he ain't
I'm gonna
want
tell you
he
this.
wanted
I'm gonna tell you this. When if Plant starts talking in there with Benavidez gonna be punching. I'm gonna say that.
right.
He's not
nah,
running his
I feel
mouth.
like Benavidez gonna be punching and talking.
Yeah, he is. Just like he was
Yeah,
with Chiron.
exactly. He gonna be talking shit and then throwing 50 left hooks with 3 straight jabs and 15 right hooks and all that shit. He gonna be looking like a fucking octopus in there.
Bro, I'm looking
Bro,
at David Benavidez. This nigga literally fights he fights square sometimes.
he do.
Yeah,
Like you
and
could
the, and the
punch
thing
straight down the middle.
and the thing is too, I'm not saying Caleb Plant can't even get a knockdown, but overall, as far as winning the fight, I don't think anything that he brings to the table is going to be enough. I think unless he sleeps him.
He don't got the power to do that, man. Like you need like
Nigga,
a
if Caleb
Charlo.
Plant sleep Benavidez, nigga, what?
Oh
You know,
shit! If that
if
happens,
that shit happen, nigga,
Them
I'm
niggas
I'm gonna
getting
eat
will
cooked.
crow.
If
out
that,
of Arizona with that shit.
yeah, if that
Yeah, I was
happens,
talking hella shit.
I'm getting. Yeah, me too. I'm getting cooked. Dirk,
Yeah, you
Dirk,
put my Adrian Broner voice.
yeah, Dirk already snatched my credentials over Rashidi Ellis like he didn't get robbed.
Nah, fuck
Like,
that. I told you what was gonna happen. That's what happened.
Hey, you sure
that
did
was
already,
pure
say that.
robbery.
That wasn't no
That
damn
was
robbery. It was a
that was
close
a
fight.
robbery for sure.
It
That
was
definitely was a robbery.
it was a robbery, Dirk, but you were absolutely correct. It was good until it wasn't. The last 2 rounds fucking threw everything off. But outside of
Oh,
that,
No, but
yeah.
Rashidi
they
was
didn't.
Hey, all y'all
But
had to
no,
do.
they had it a draw before that though. Like anytime I see Samson in your corner and it's a close fight, I know you're gonna get the call.
All y'all had to
yes.
do was watch the Rashidi Ellis and Rocha fight. Like you watch that shit, and then you watch Via his fights, and then you can kind of predict the future.
I watched both, and Rashidi Ellis dominated the fight until he started getting knocked down. That's it. That's the
He,
only
he
points where Villa had some success.
but Rocha was having plenty of success in his own like he was walking him down at times and I'm not saying hurting him, but
Rocha
he
is a
was having
more
success walking him down. And Villa hits a lot harder than Rocha,
yeah.
a lot harder.
Rocha's a more talented boxer than Villa. Villa just has more power. That's
Correct.
why Villa. That's why Villa couldn't do anything until he got the knockdown.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah,
Villa
you're
was
absolutely right. Rocha's a better fighter, but Villa's got
yeah
that bailout, and hey, that's what happened.
yeah real talk. So I'm not gonna say you were wrong. You were absolutely 100% right. I'm just saying that the nigga got robbed. That's all I'm trying to say.
Also, most importantly, Rashid Ellis ain't got no goddamn power. Maybe he's one of them dudes that he
Oh,
has like decent power from like round 1 to like round 5 or something like that, but
well, see
like he can't
that
maintain.
What y'all rating Plant's power though?
less
He
less than
got
fucking
okay power.
Rashidi. But my thing is too. One thing I did mention on the same stream that you're talking about. I said that Rashidi Ellis is going to have a noticeable power drop off because the last time he fought, he weighed in at 154. This is his first time. That was his first time weighing in at 147 again in like the last 2.5 years. So of course you're gonna see the power drop off because he got a first round knockout because he was fighting a welterweight and he was a whole size up. So I did say that, and then but yeah. So we just got to see how he adjusts now that he's back at welterweight for real.
Yep. I don't know.
But also
Also,
I think as far as Plant's power goes, I think that somebody like a Charlo could come up from 160 and have more power than Plant.
Yeah,
that'd be a good fight. That's 50-50 to me.
that to keep it
I
100.
thought Charlo would knock Plant the fuck out.
I feel like Plant wanted that fight more than he wanted this Benavidez fight.
He
Hell
did.
yeah. Hell yeah, because he has a better chance of beating Charlo than he does Benavidez. I don't see him beating Benavidez at all.
Hell
Right.
nah.
Charlo struggles with boxers a little bit, so I think Caleb will have a good chance in that fight.
Yeah, Charlo, you can out hustle Charlo. You that's
Yeah.
a fight where Charlo will have to get like at least one knockdown and win like the early first half to get a decent decision. Because you can out hustle Charlo, you can move around Charlo, unless he makes the proper adjustments.
Yeah.
But yeah, with Benavidez, like, nah, he's too much. He just does too many. He just does too many things.
Man, that's just gonna be a good fight. What's that next month, the 25th?
Yep.
So what's up? Y'all really think? Okay, my dude Ricky Williams said David Feet would be his downfall.
He does square
People
up.
always saying that shit.
Yeah, and again, I'm not saying Caleb Plant can't get a knockdown. He definitely can get a knockdown. But in order for Caleb Plant to win, I strongly believe that he's going to have to put him out. Because Benavidez with raw punch volume, much like Ray Vargas, he can make up a round for being knocked down. I see him.
Man, who y'all got tonight on tonight's fight though?
I got Ray
I'm not gonna lie,
Vargas.
I never seen no Shaqy fight.
I said
Oh,
the same shit, man. What the fuck?
Y'all slacking. Y'all slacking. Oshaki is good.
But can he beat Ray Vargas?
I personally don't. I mean, of course he can, but I don't believe he's going to.
Is he? Give me an idea. What type of fighter is the Shaqy? Is he like a boxer puncher? Is he a boxer? What is he?
He is more boxer than puncher, but if he gets decent leverage on his hooks, he could put you out. I'll put it this way: he can knock Ray Vargas the fuck out. He can, because Ray Vargas, his chin is not made of steel. He has been knocked knocked down before. And if Oshaki can get inside his jab, sit down on a hook on the inside, he can knock him out. He can.
He
knock
got a
him
low
out.
output, don't he?
From what I'm seeing,
Yes, he does. He has very low output compared to Ray Vargas.
Oh Lord, he gonna get
From
our
what
work.
I seen,
Yeah,
it looked like a fight with Mark Masaito versus Foster would be hard as fuck too.
real shit. Because Maxio is tough, and he's very like he has like Maxio has good twitch speed,
Foster
kind of
out in that fight.
he has really good twitch athleticism. Like he can let the hooks off real quick.
Yeah, he's very explosive, but that's about it.
Yeah, explosive. That's one of the reasons why I think he's gonna knock Figueroa the fuck out.
He better if he can't hurt Figueroa, it's gonna be a long night for Mr. Magzayo.
No, he could definitely hurt Figueroa because Maxio knocked out Seha, and Seha was whooping Figgy's ass.
Have we seen Figueroa hurt?
Hell yeah, bro. What you talking about?
Who?
Seha, nigga. Seha got smoked by Maxio, got knocked the fuck out by old ass Rigondeaux, and fucking Figueroa got a draw against him.
I gotta watch that fight.
Oh yeah, man, you definitely do because he was in there getting his ass taxed. So, yeah, Seha was in there sitting on his ass. It was terrible. He looked like garbage. He almost fucking lost.
You know, like you don't have the size advantage over this nigga. Super weight.
What other fights is coming up?
On this card, they got my man Linear Piro. He's coming back against the undefeated heavyweight, so that's exciting. I know Dirk don't care about him that much, but you gonna learn.
Who the fuck is that heavyweight?
Yeah, the Cuban, yes sir.
Man, the last heavyweight you told me to look out for was what's his name? That lost to the African dude.
Oh
What,
yeah,
Big
hell
Shot
yeah.
Shaw?
Yeah.
Tony,
Yeah,
I
he
don't
got
trust your scout reports.
he got outworked. It's not like Big Shot got his ass whooped.
Nah, he ain't just get outworked. He felt that nigga power. He said, "Yeah, I'm good."
You don't want to throw any punches. I said that FX Jogbo will be a good test. I didn't say he's going to be the future of the heavyweight division.
I ain't gonna lie. There's a little category that I have now.
What?
And I'll tell you two people that's in it: Jermaine Franklin and Shaw and Torres.
Oh, nah, Shaw is not in the same category as them two niggas.
Those are guys.
Honestly, Torres probably beat Shaw.
Those are
Shaw
guys
has-
that's here, but I honestly don't see them winning a title unless if it's
What?
like it's some bum.
The only heavyweight on our side I certified was Leonard Piro. Dirk keeps saying that. I said that Shaw is good and I'm picking him to beat a Jogba, but this will be the test. I didn't say he's going to be a world beater.
I say Jared Anderson, he can win a title. But them other guys, Shaw, Franklin, Torres, I don't see it. And you know what? Them niggas might as well go on fucking what's his name's resume? Jared Anderson.
I don't think it's fair that you talking shit, Dirk, because look at what Johnny Rice has been able to come back and accomplish. And
That's
the Shaw
bro,
and
Johnny
and
Rice
Shaw
give all them niggas tough fights, bro.
and Shaw
But
beat that nigga.
You told me he's better
Bro,
than Jared Anderson.
Shaw beat Johnny fucking Rice, dog. So that's what I'm saying.
And who the fuck is Johnny Rice? That nigga's a journeyman.
He's coming back and whooping ass. He's coming back and whooping ass.
That man
When did
is
he beat up? No,
he-
we're not gonna
former
have no
football
Johnny Rice
player.
slander. We're not gonna have no Johnny Rice slander, bro.
All right, look at this nigga, bro.
We're not gonna have no Johnny
He
Rice
said
slander around this motherfucker, man. Hold on.
he's trying to make it seem like Johnny Rice is not good, like he hasn't been on a fucking winning streak.
Nah, he is
Man.
good. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. He's good. But when did he
Yeah,
beat
so
him? Did he beat him recently, like within the last year? Last 2
no,
years?
he beat him years ago when Johnny Rice was still fresh, like before he had take a bunch of losses.
He
Okay.
was low key losing that fight to the Italian motherfucker before the cut.
You're absolutely right.
I mean, so
You're absolutely right. And I picked the Italian dude to outbox him, which he was until he got cut. And that's what happens. That's life. But you can't say my scouting report is completely off because Shaw didn't throw no punches against the Jogba because he beat up fucking Johnny Rice. And Johnny Rice is damn near bigger than a Jogba. So it's like,
yeah,
come
but
on,
I'm
dog.
just saying, bro. Like all these dudes you talking about, Johnny Rice, Shaw, they all like, I'm like, I don't know if they even B level. It might be C level for real, for real.
Well, we gotta see because the Jogba almost got knocked the fuck out by Frank Sanchez and he ain't even no puncher for real.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this though. Johnny Rice, he was fighting for different reasons. He got a whole different reason why he fighting now.
Why?
Because he trying to get that bread. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Don't put your prospect up in there with him.
I'm telling you.
Put Jay Anderson there with him.
Matter of fact, yeah, make that fucking fight. I
That's
want
good
Yeah,
work.
whoop his ass.
right fucking now.
Listen, I wouldn't do it.
I would. I'd do it right now. He'll whoop his ass.
Put him in there. I think Jared Anderson will sleep his ass.
He sure will.
He not sleeping. That's for damn sure.
He gonna sleep that nigga. Cause
Listen. The problem with Johnny Rice and all them other fights is he didn't let that right hand go. He's starting to let that right hand go, bro. That's how he was able to do that to the dude. He been letting that right hand go. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you.
That's a fact. Yo, what up, everybody? I just wanted to say one thing real quick. Dirk, yo, man, I know you getting on D-Hop, but I do remember you telling me how good Cody Crowley was. You feel me? So let's not go there for all that other stuff. You feel what I'm saying? So let's not check on these resumes. You feel me?
Right.
I mean, have I been proven wrong yet?
Yes.
How?
He almost got smoked by fucking Armadillo.
What are you talking about? He knocked that nigga out.
I think he went the distance, but no, he was in there getting wobbled.
That motherfucker retired after that fight.
No, he's not retired. He just hasn't fought in a while. Don't be like that.
Yeah, it's a reason.
You go out because Cody Crowley crippled him and changed his career.
You was bigging him up like Cody Crowley gonna be a future champ or something. I'm like,
no, hold on. I wasn't saying all that. That's cap. I was saying Cody Crowley would be a tough fight. That would be Boots, and you know I'm a Boots guy. That would be Boots' toughest fight to date.
No, it wouldn't. He would knock him.
Yeah, it would. To date, that would be his toughest opponent. For real.
I mean, that would be his highest ranking. His highest ranking opponent, but wouldn't be his toughest
performance for years because
it will be his toughest because he's kind of like Sergey Lipinets. He's tough as hell. He got great work rate. Like, bro, trust me, that would not be an easy ass fight for Boots. Like,
it would be easier than Karen.
He beat the shit out of him. Don't get me wrong, Boots would beat the shit out of him, but you probably go like 9 rounds because he one of them dudes that you got to kill him in the ring to get him out of there.
I think Boots' punch placement is another level.
Yeah,
like I was watching fucking Boots versus Van Heerden again.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yo, that nigga is lucky the fight ended like how it ended. The way he was getting off, it was looking like, man.
Mm-hmm.
He was getting real surgical up in there.
Well, yeah, Van Heerden headbutted himself out the fight. That's what he did.
That's a fact.
He low-key admitted that shit in the interview. If you pay attention to what he was saying,
Dirk, I remember what you were saying.
That was the best outcome of that fight.
Dirk, I remember what you were saying now because we was talking about Stan Jonas, and you were saying that you weren't sure Cody Crowley wasn't better than Stan Jonas. That's what it was.
That's wild.
I didn't say that.
That's absolutely wild.
I didn't say that, but I would say if Stan Jonas fought Cody Crowley, that'd be a tough fight for Stan Jonas.
It really wouldn't be. Really wouldn't be. No,
it would, bro. I put, man. If that fight ever happens, bro, we betting straight up.
For sure. 100%.
I'll take whatever you want. Whatever you want, right. Bro, I'm gonna match it.
I'm telling you, and I'm gonna feel bad once Cody Crowley come out of there limping and shit. That's not gonna be a good fight at all.
All right, keep underestimating that Canadian dude, bro. He tough.
I gotta see him fight.
You really do. I mean, because Canada ain't had nobody certified since who? Adonis Stevenson?
Like, because people like Cody Crowley is not the type of people you want to fight, like, especially if he ain't got no power. Well, and I'm not saying Stevenson don't got no power, but I'm saying because he hit hard, he's relentless, and he's tough. Those are not fun fights to be in. Like, for example, Rashidi Ellis, you wouldn't want to fight a nigga like Cody Crowley. You ain't got no type of power to hurt this man. And he don't get tired.
But where has
Crowley if your conditioning is not on point, you're not fucking with Cody Crowley. That's what I'm saying.
How do you say Cody Crowley hits hard though? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Me too, because he couldn't even finish off Armadillo. He had him hurt like 2-3 times and couldn't finish.
Bro, Canelo, that nigga's hard to knock out.
Armadillo, he's
a Mexican. Like, they got chins.
No, Armadillo is European, dog. That's what I'm talking about. See?
Oh, you talking about that IBF motherfucker?
Yeah,
he was the number one IBF.
That's his best opponent. Yeah, Quadrutillo Armadillo.
Guess what? Cody Crowley was the underdog in that fight. He was supposed to lose that fight. What happened?
He was, and I picked Cody Crowley to beat Armadillo because Armadillo sucks dick. I watched him fight, so it's that is what it
I'm
is.
just
But
saying, bro. Like he fucked. Then they both his ears got fucked up in that fight. So Cody Crowley obviously can hit hard.
I'm not saying he can't hit. I'm just saying you certifying his power like it's some real deal threat. And I'm like, and then the people you're saying he gives tough fights. I'm like, how? How?
He got a different type of power. He don't
Who
got
wins
like
Cody
knock you
Crowley
out in one shot type of power.
versus Villa?
Huh? Oh, bro, that'd be a
That's
war. That would
that's
be a war. That would be some. That would be like some Gotti war type of shit.
that's 50-50. But Cody Crowley ain't gonna exchange with no V, especially if Armadillo was able to get on his ass.
He is, bro. Cody Crowley is a warrior.
Oh Lord!
And
All
like
right.
I'm not trying to say I'm a big fan of this nigga or not, but like I respect fighters, and Cody Crowley is definitely a fighter.
I mean, you can
Between
respect the
Villa,
motherfucker.
I'll tell you this: whoever backs up loses because neither one of them can fight backing up. So whoever really just stays on that front foot is gonna win that fight.
That's a 50-50 fight to me.
No jump third. Come on. Sorry about that.
No problem.
Man,
Hey, speaking of Van Heerden, like Art was saying, he talked about that Boots fight. He compared it to Earl Spence because obviously he fought both of them. He said that Boots hits a lot harder than Earl Spence, but he still would pick Earl to win because Earl's more of a cleaner fighter, I guess. Like he's more technically sound. But I was thinking that shit like, nigga, the only reason he was going wild on you is because he had no respect for you. You saw that fight, Art. Like, first
man, I
round, he
watched
went at
both
this
of
nigga
those fights.
immediately.
I watched both of those fights, man, and I ain't gonna lie. It was to a point where I was watching Errol Spence fight. I'm like, man, you done thrown every punch in the book. Why this nigga ain't, you know what I'm saying? Why he ain't give out? But he did eventually gave out.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Boots had no
Van
respect for
Heerden
this
was in
nigga.
his prime, you know what I'm saying, against Spence. Van Heerden wasn't the same
Spence was
fighter
his
against
bro. I'm telling
Boots.
look,
No disrespect.
Spence hit him with a combination that'll put anybody down, which was that left and right hook to the fucking kidney and liver. That shit, man, he was hitting that shit all night.
Yeah, I mean, look,
the late rounds.
100%. I feel you, but Conor Benn stopped Van Heerden in 2 rounds. Am I gonna say he's like a way harder puncher than Boots because he stopped him? And Boots, it was like a disqualification, whatever it was.
Man, that nigga was on the
I mean,
juice.
you just
That
never
nigga
know.
I know he was on that mushroom, nigga.
Even
Come on now.
even
That
on
don't
juice,
count.
even on juice, Conor Ben don't hit harder than Boots though. So,
No.
and
I agree with you.
Yeah, even on Juice, Conor Ben don't hit harder. That's why his bitch ass talking that shit, but he still won't come over here to get no smoke, Mr. Juice man. Because the thing is too, if he's on steroids, Eddie Hearn knows that he can get him a license in Vegas or fucking New York or someplace, all the same venues that Tyson Fury has fought at. Why he ain't made the trip yet? Why is he working so hard to keep him over there in England where he got a case? Because they know he'll get smoked over here. He'll get fucking
He's
smoked.
about to come over here
And do what? Watch the
Bro,
crowd.
Eddie Hearn.
He's not about to do
Eddie
shit.
Hearn is the
Cody
biggest
Crowley.
coward.
Oh,
Eddie Hearn is the
yes.
biggest. First of all, he said, "What do you think about Boots and Conor Ben?" And then this motherfucker said, "Well, Boots might be the best welterweight in the world."
Exactly, because Conor Ben ain't shit.
Translation. We don't need to fight this motherfucker right now. That's a fight for the future. But my other problem with Eddie Hearn is he was talking about, we would love the fight between Inoue and MJ after the Fulton fight. He never once mentioned Fulton fighting MJ in that whole little soliloquy that he had. Like they've been ducking this nigga for the longest.
I told Fulton that on Twitter because I made a comment and then Fulton added me because I said that Fulton should fight Raees Salim and then I said because he was talking shit about race and I said, come on Fulton, don't do that. He said, don't do what? I said, don't make it seem like Raees Salim isn't a good fight because MJ and them are not going to fight you. And then people came at me talking about I'm a hater. I'm asking him to be humble and I'm like, bro, the MJ fight not gonna happen. People told me to shut the fuck up. Fast forward to today and look where you at. Cleaned up.
No, look. Fulton said it on the interview. He's tired of making 122. And the only people he's willing to make 122 for are Inoue and MJ. MJ is ducking him, but Inoue, he checked his temperature and made the call and he seems like he wants to fight.
Fulton think Aleem is a harder fighter than Inoue.
Because it probably is.
And even if it is, nigga, which fight is more lucrative for you?
Of course.
And on top of that,
I understand. I
I'm
understand.
not saying Fulton is ducking. I just said it's not a bad fight if Inoue comes over here on that vaginal energy. But it turns out he appears to be with the smoke, so fuck it, it's whatever.
Man,
But
Rice
people,
Salim is an okay fighter. Let's not try to gas this nigga up. And on top of that, Fulton, yeah, I'm just being real, bro. Like, and on top of that, Fulton's fought like 10 undefeated fighters. Like, he don't
Yeah, I
got
think Fulton can
himself
beat
to.
him. I ain't saying that he
you
can't,
Yeah.
but I
you
feel
know
like
you
he's a
know
tough fighter.
you know who else is just an okay fighter?
Who?
Brandon Figueroa.
Don't do this. It's
What do
not. It's
what do
not
we
because
what
okay,
what are we really
but it's because
saying?
stylistically, that was a hard fight, and the way he fought this nigga it was impressive. Like he's
Okay,
a smaller man, and he was beating this big motherfucker on the inside. Like that's very impressive.
that's cool. But Brandon Figueroa got a draw against fucking Julio Ceja, somebody that Guillermo Rigondeaux knocked clean out with one punch. So what are we really talking about?
I mean, yeah, Fulton don't got one punch knockout power. I mean, what are you trying to say?
Neither does Rigondeaux, but fucking he
But
smoked Ceja with that one punch, and Ceja was giving Brandon Figueroa all he could handle. All I'm saying is that if you're gonna
nigga,
say Raisa,
I'm watching this Seha fight right now. Why are you capping? This is he's I see. I got Figueroa winning this fight.
then why do you get a draw? Why do you get a draw?
That was some bullshit.
Okay, all right. Hey man, it's just it's just my opinion, but I think the draw was well earned, and I think Ceja was in there getting on his ass.
It's really the way Brandon liked to fight. He just liked to fight on the inside, so it's going to lead to a lot of 50-50 exchanges, which can lead to draws and people thinking the fight's closer than what it really is.
Fulton can fight on the inside and not make it look close. It's just because Brandon Figueroa is an okay ass fighter. He's okay.
Man, that is one of Cool Boy's toughest fights.
It
What,
was.
Figgy?
He said
Yeah.
he was hard. He had a hard time making weight in that fight, so he didn't really have the stamina.
That's because
I guess
Brandon.
the box.
That's because Fulton was in there just trying to prove something. He was in there trying to do that I can beat you at your own style type dumb shit. I hate that so much. Every
Hey,
time
Earl did
he
that
back,
before. Mhm.
yeah, and I don't like it when Earl does it. I really don't. Like I would prefer he handle Sean Porter effectively and knock him the fuck out, and then we all just go home. I hate seeing that shit. I hate seeing fighters not use their attributes. That's the
But
issue.
if Boots were to fight Earl Spence, I feel like he would try to do some shit like that. He's like, let me beat this nigga on the inside.
And that would piss me all the way the fuck off because you would let Errol Spence get too much work in and then make
Earl
it
would
all
stop
weird.
Boots if that happened. I'm just telling you that right now, man. I'm rocking with my
Yeah,
boy Earl. If that
To what?
happened.
To a body shot? I can't see Boots getting stopped to the body. I don't see that happening, bro.
I
Them
don't think he
Philly
gets
fighters
stopped.
got heart.
I don't think he gets stopped. I think he gets his ass beat.
I
Yeah,
mean, but
Boots
what
is
if
gonna
Earl
have
get caught
to.
with some shit? Like you act like Earl can't get hurt too.
When the fuck did I say that? I didn't say that. All I'm saying is that if he tried to engage Earl in what Earl Spence does best, especially because Boots has the longer reach, he'd be putting himself at a strategic disadvantage. That's all I said.
Right.
I didn't say nobody gets torn out the frame. I just said the shit would slide left. It would be weird. Just like
You
it
don't
was getting
know,
I knew Fulton was gonna clear Figueroa, right? But he didn't clear him as easy as he could have because he started hanging out on the inside, letting Figueroa hug all the time, and the shit got weird. Like it got awkward.
bro. I don't think Figueroa is one of those people where you could just easily just outbox from the outside and move the, like it's similar to Maidana. He just one of those people, bro. Like sometimes you gotta stand there and fight.
Well,
You
I
got no
think that
choice.
Figueroa, the thing is, Figueroa likes to try to put on a show and be this power puncher that he's not, just because he got some knockouts. But Figueroa, if he actually fought, like if Figueroa switched to a style like Ugas, he'd be undefeated. He could beat everybody just based on raw size. But he's not that guy. He's not going to fight like that. He doesn't have the ring IQ. He doesn't have the intelligence. He doesn't have the footwork, and he doesn't have the timing. So he's going to fight like his dumbass brother, and he's going to continue to lose.
Mhm.
So
I don't know. I
I
look
mean,
forward to that Mexile fight because if that motherfucker can't hurt Figueroa, because he might have an iron chin. I don't think you
Any
could fight this way without having an iron chin. Like you would have been found out a long time ago if you
Max
did. If you
Max Howe has been knocked down before. He got knocked down by Ceja, but he also came back to knock Ceja smooth out with one punch. So it just depends. But I think Max Howe gonna get on Figueroa ass unless Figueroa learns something between now and then.
when's that fight?
That's the end. Is that like what the 27th or some shit?
Okay.
February?
Yeah, is it? I don't know. Is that a Saturday?
I hope
I
so.
don't know. I gotta check that shit out, but I gotta see that fight.
Yeah, it's gonna be good because I mean, Magsayo is not a talented boxer, but like Dirk put it, he's very explosive. He has good hooks off on, and interestingly enough, he has a really good left hook, like a Mexican fighter, which is where you got that shit from Pacquiao's camp. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be some good shit.
Anybody looking forward to Keyshawn Davis versus Emmanuel to go, man? You know what I'm saying? I know he's stepping up the
Man,
Versus
fuck Keyshawn. I'm so tired of hearing
The
about
next
this
star in
nigga, man.
boxing.
Oh my god,
man,
y'all
I,
made me
I
sick
ain't
with
gonna say
Keyshawn.
I ain't gonna say fuck him, but I'm gonna say that he needs to just step it up because he can't be talking about Tank needs to fight this guy and this guy when you fighting, to go sandwiches, and it's not because we not even saying because we was talking shit when Ryan Garcia fought him, so it doesn't make it any better.
Togo sandwiches ain't shit. He ain't never been shit. He ain't ever gonna be shit. And I'm telling you, if you make it an interesting fight with Keyshawn, ooh, I'm cooking you niggas. Oh my god! Ever since Keyshawn came out the fucking amateurs, I've been hearing, oh man, Keyshawn is next up. He can hang with Devin Haney right now. He can do this now. I'm like, oh my
Okay,
god.
who can Keyshawn Davis fight right now? That's not Devin Haney, Frank Martin, Shakur Stevenson,
That's a tough fight.
or
That
Tank.
bitch ass
That
nigga Kid Austin.
Oh, that
yeah,
nigga.
he need to go ahead and fight him.
Real
Oh, hold
talk.
up, hold up, hold up. I'm watching this Magzayo fight, and I'm gonna get back to what we're talking about. But motherfucker just got hurt to the body in the 5th round by Seha. Oh yeah, I got
Yeah.
Figueroa winning this fight.
Okay. Sound good.
He gonna break this dude down. I promise you.
Make sure you watch the whole fight and see what happens to Say How by the end.
Yeah, I'm watching the whole fight.
Make sure you watch.
He
Make
gonna
sure
he
you
gonna
watch
he
the
gonna
end.
hurt this nigga. Like he weak to the body, bro. And he just got dropped.
That's
All
true.
right.
One thing I did notice, Maysile is weak to the body. I think it's because of that weight cut, that super
Yep.
Yeah,
long
because
weight cut.
He gonna hurt this nigga, bro. And Figueroa don't get tired. Yeah, it's over with.
Figueroa do get tired, but yeah,
No,
no,
he don't.
Maxile is too big for that weight class. He was fucking sparring Sean Porter. Like he stood next to Sean Porter. And Maxile was bigger than Sean Porter.
That's cool. He's still gonna get knocked. He's still gonna get stopped.
All right, sounds good. But what the fuck was I saying?
He one of those people that he a low output like kind of like a Tank Davis. Like he rely on power to get you out of there. But if he can't get you out of there, what's he got left? He's not gonna outbox you, so he gonna get outworked. That's his only other option.
Well, it depends on who he's fighting because he threw a lot of punches with Hermosillo.
That's cool, but that's not for goddamn. I went to sleep.
Mark Marcelo, yeah, you see, he's locked that nigga out.
Like I said, when's the last
Nigga
time
wasn't lying.
When's the last time Figgy slept somebody? When's the
Hey
last time
man,
Figgy
it's
slept
like he
somebody?
like Errol Spence. He don't really knock people out like that. He it's accumulation.
But imagine Marcelo don't
Ain't nothing like
you know
Earl
what I'm saying? He
Spence.
can walk through. What if he can walk through his power? What if he don't respect him?
The thing is, you don't
Exactly. That's
have
what I'm
to.
saying.
Well, the thing is too, I'm not thinking that Maxile doesn't get hurt or dropped or whatever. What I'm thinking is that Figgy tries to come in for that body work, and then like those real explosive hooks on the inside either back Figgy up or knock him over. That's all I'm
Nah,
saying. I think
you're not backing this dude up. And not to mention, bro, like Figgy, his defense really is just to smother your punches. Like so you
right,
won't
yeah,
be able to
to
get an
grab you,
extension, like a
but
full
that'll.
extension on his punches. So he's gonna smother Magzayo's punches. He gonna get tired and he gonna get broken down.
But I think that when Figgy goes in for that clinch work because Maxile has the shorter arms, that'll be his time to shine if he has the appropriate coaching. Because that's what I would tell him. You know how what's his name? Who be coaching Danny Jacobs? Andre Rozier. You notice how whenever people get close to Andre Rozier fighters, he yells from the corner, underneath, underneath, get underneath. If Maxile's coach can give him that cue when Brandon Figueroa goes in to clinch and smother, he'll be up out of there. He'll be up out
But
of there.
guess what? Look, one thing about Fulton, he knows how to fight on the inside. So like when you do close distance on him and you're able to get close on him, he knows how to fight on the inside. Can Magzayo do that shit?
Maxile got more power than Fulton though.
He do, but he don't know how to fight on the inside. So he won't know how to defend himself. He won't be able to evade or block or parry a lot of these punches on the inside. So he's gonna
He
take a
don't.
beating.
He's a
Like,
puncher. He's a puncher. He's not supposed to do that shit. You got to punch with him. When Brandon
but
Figueroa
you're
comes
basing
in,
everything
you
you're
punch
basing
with
on
him.
is a puncher's chance. Because if it's just a fight that goes 12 rounds, he's not winning that fight because he's gonna get outworked.
But bro,
That's what I
that's
think
all.
too. Because
That's all
Brandon
Vita
Figueroa,
had.
he throw a lot of punches. But what if Brandon Figueroa get a lot of power because he's moving up in weight? You know
Right.
what I'm saying? What if it translates?
I mean, we gotta see that, but that's all Villa had against Rashidi. All Villa had was a puncher's chance, and we saw that because he lost damn near every round until he actually landed clean.
Yeah.
And Max Io do got that power to if he lands something clean, you gonna get buckled.
Yeah, that's
You
that's all
definitely
that's
gonna
all
get
I'm
buckled.
that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that you're completely off the mark. I'm just saying that the same thing you thought about Villa versus Rashidi is the same thing I believe about Maxio and Figueroa, especially because Maxio is a better boxer than Villa.
Oh, this nigga lost to Vargas.
Who?
Magsayo.
Uh, I think. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ray Vargas. Yeah, Ray Vargas handled him. That was his first loss. Yeah,
He
that was
couldn't
his
even
first.
beat Ray
That was.
Vargas. Well, Ray Vargas is a good fighter, but
I was about to say, what the fuck? Ray Vargas is good. I don't understand why people
yeah,
think Ray Vargas
but
sucks.
man, Oshaki might be in for it. We'll see. I hope I'm wrong.
Man, Ray
I
Vargas.
know what this nigga Magsayo is, bro. He don't got no damn skills. He just an explosive puncher.
He has lesser skills than the people he fights, but he doesn't have just no skills.
He like a video game fighter. Press B to throw a left hook.
You ain't lying. You telling the truth.
Nigga explosive. He fun to watch, but like, where's the footwork? I don't know, bro.
That is where he lacks. But that's one of the reasons why I think it's gonna be a good fight because Figueroa footwork sucked dick too.
He did hurt Vargas.
Yeah, he knocked him down, and Vargas, and that's the thing too. Vargas is a tall, rangy fighter, and he got that hook. But I think that Vargas is a little bit more durable than Figgy, and I think the same punches he was able to knock Ray Vargas down with on the inside, I think he's gonna get in there and actually hurt Figueroa. But we'll see. We will see.
Let me watch some more Shocky Foster real quick, because motherfucker was trying to say that he'll be Shakur's biggest uh
Not
challenge or
from what I
whatever.
see. Not from what I
He
see.
he would be his most skilled opponent, but I don't think he'd be his biggest challenge in that shit. I never thought that he would beat Shakur. I just thought it'd be an interesting fight.
I don't
Yeah,
know, man. Shakur Stevenson, like, stop.
Shakur is a fucking problem, and you gonna learn that shit. D Hop.
I never
He the
said
best.
Shakur's
He the
not a
best
problem.
fighter from 130 to 140.
That is where I
Ah,
disagree. That's where I disagree. You can be a problem without being
No,
all
he
that.
is
Like,
not.
yeah, I disagree
He
with
beats
that
all
shit.
them niggas. The only nigga who got a chance is Tank Davis.
Regis
Yeah,
would
okay.
stop Shakur Stevenson right now. He'd stop him.
no,
Who?
Regis? Well, hold
nah,
on. Tom, I'm
Regis would
glad you
stop
said
him.
that. I'm about to expose you.
Yes.
The same
nah.
Regis who admitted that Shakur beat the dog shit out of him in sparring. That Regis?
Yep.
That's
Shakur,
sparring,
Shakur,
bro. A
You
fight
ain't
should
never
stay
heard
in
a fighter
between.
say, "Hey, this nigga right here, he beat the shit out of me in sparring."
bro.
Like he was,
Brian
he was
Norman.
saying after sparring, like he didn't say, but his old tweets, he was like, "Man, Shakur, a special fighter. I just got out the ring with him." He didn't at that time. He wasn't saying what happened in the sparring, but he was saying, "Man, Shakur is a generational talent." I'm like, "Damn, nigga, he must have looked good in that sparring." And then like months later, he said, "Hey, man, I gotta admit, Shakur beat the shit out of me in sparring. I ain't never admit that
Let's
before, but."
Because he was probably stabbing him to his body.
let Shakur let Shakur fight Raymond Murataya or Abdullah Mason right now.
Maritize people, that motherfucker is a fucking prospect. They're not finna put him there with Shakur Stevenson.
Why not? He ain't got shit else
Because
to
you
lose.
gonna hurt this man's progression.
No, because that's the thing. If you lose to somebody that you're obviously supposed to lose to, that can't hurt your progression, and also you have better combat experience than everyone else in the division. Whereas
Yes.
if you lose to a fucking nobody, that's what hurts your progression.
I
Like
mean,
for
it
example,
depends how
Murataya
you
also
lose.
has fights at 135 pounds. Shakur has yet to fight at 135. You gotta factor that in
exactly,
too.
Man, as big as he is, bro,
exactly.
he gonna be just fine at 135.
And not to mention, you're saying that, but Raymond Murataya is at the same level as the dude Shakur is about to fight. He doesn't have over 20 fights, and he got a knockout over somebody that got knocked out already. So the dude Shakur is about to fight is on Raymond Murataya's level.
Hey,
So
I
he's
gotta
about.
cut y'all off. I got some breaking news.
Oh, what happened?
Oh,
Canelo Alvarez versus John Ryder is reportedly finalized for May 6th
Oh, that's not
versus
breaking
who?
news. We all
in
knew that shit was
Mexico.
gonna happen.
You say John Ryder?
Yeah.
Well, duh. We all knew that shit. I was
What?
saying, hey man, Canelo ain't got no more UK fights to fight, so he got to fight some real niggas now. But right before you know, he pulled the motherfucker out of his ass.
Well, yeah, that's because they paid John Jacobs that money to lay down. Jacobs was carrying Ryder.
Yep.
Bro, I don't know
Yeah,
how
that's
anybody
it.
can be objective and say that Matchroom or The Zone puts on better fights than PBC. Like, you gotta be a real
They,
hater to say some shit like that.
yeah, because they don't, and it's funny because most of their cards throughout the year are like random French and Italian cards.
Yeah. Hey, bro.
When was
It's a
the
good
last
thing. It's a
Matchroom
good
fight that
thing.
you were excited for?
I'm watching Oshaki fight. It's a good thing Ray Vargas ain't a power puncher. He won. I could tell he'd be one type to get broken down. He'd probably get knocked out by like a Mike Zio type fighter. I don't know. It's a 50-50. But
You seen Shaki fight? You seen the
watching the
highlights
fight
yet?
right now.
Okay.
You fight Mickey Roman. Y'all know what that is?
Never heard of him.
Okay. Well, that's not good because this is low key kind of a close fight.
You know he got 2 losses.
Yeah. We'll see. I hope I'm wrong, bro.
I just think that from what I've seen, I feel like Vargas is going to throw too many punches, and it's going to be too much for Foster, especially if
Yeah.
he's hitting Foster to the ribs, and breaking him
You're gonna
down.
get broken down.
Yeah, he probably might even get stopped.
Yep.
Or he can just get some strength and some speed and power overnight.
Right. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Does he have the power to keep this nigga off of him? And if you don't have the power, you better have like crazy skills, and he don't got that. So we'll see.
A lot of these fighters today, they lose fights to guys based off just output. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Conditioning.
especially in Texas, because they reward you for coming forward but not doing anything.
Yeah.
Hey,
Seriously.
one motherfucker y'all sleeping on, bro, is Richardson Hitchens.
So crazy. I was just about to
Nobody
bring him up.
nobody's sleeping on him. He's good. I mean, but
He kind of remind me of Devin.
He do.
That jab defense, like, bro, he a hell of a fighter.
He do. I feel like him versus Devin would be a tough fight.
Yeah.
Because of the skill wise.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. What you think his chin looking like though?
His chin, yeah, that's to be determined. But
yeah, they both hardly get hit with anything significant, so it's difficult to tell.
They both look like they went to the Floyd School and passed with flying colors.
Well, I mean, Hitchens is coming from TMT.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Look like they had
That's
a
why he had
report
to.
card. They both got A+. But I just feel like Hitchens, he just wouldn't put in the right position that Devin Haney was in. He don't have a solid team like Devin Haney.
Yeah, Hitchens
Hitchens
got to get the fights because I mean he went over to Matchroom specifically to make a mega fight with Montana Love, and Montana Love shit the bed. So I don't know who's going to fight now.
They could have made that for a title, huh?
He could fight that Australian motherfucker that beat Montana Love.
Oh, Spark?
Yeah, whatever his name is.
Yeah, that's good work.
But
He'll beat him easy.
Is he gonna want to fight though? He might not want to do it.
Yeah, that dude Spark might not want that all out of nowhere.
Yeah, he was right to leave Mayweather Promotions. They wouldn't do nothing for him. Let's be real.
Yeah, they weren't giving him any fights.
No.
If I was Floyd, I would have had him and Tank on same fight every card, every Tank card. I have him on.
So I thought you said you would have put him and Tank in the same.
No, not in this. Yeah, like not to fight each other, but have him fight and have him be the co-main.
Yeah.
I don't know why Tank doesn't have that for him and Lorenzo Simpson. He could have had Hitchison, Lorenzo Simpson just open up for him every time.
Well, when you're under Mayweather and you're under someone who's conceited and self-centered, you start to mirror that.
Yeah.
When you're under a dude like him, everything's about you. You're super conceited. The only thing about getting rich. You're not thinking about taking care of your people. That's why Tank and Lorenzo had a little falling out when Lorenzo was over there getting money with Devin Haney. It's not a you versus me thing. It's just business. You're over
I
here getting rich
guarantee.
as hell.
Do you think if Devin Haney, let's say Devin Haney signed to Mayweather the way let's just say he signed to him years ago. Do you feel like Devin Haney's career would be as bigger than it is right now?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Devin Haney's with the right people.
Yeah, he wouldn't.
Which
He
is
wouldn't have. He
himself.
wouldn't have. Yeah, he wouldn't have got any fucking titles and none of that. He wouldn't have been as big at all.
Devin Haney's lucky. He's got a father that
But man,
that moves him and has his
Forget them
best interest.
titles. I'm not talking about the
Uh-huh.
title. I'm talking about big. Like
Star
Oh, you
people
mean
power?
like
know
no?
people
No.
know
Look,
Javante Davis because of Floyd
no,
Mayweather.
No, he
And
doesn't.
no,
He
because
doesn't get as
let's
many knockouts.
exactly. Dev is not as exciting a fighter as Tank. That's the main ingredients. You can have Floyd, you can have Ellaby and all them people, but if you're not an exciting fighter, that shit is not gonna matter.
No, no. See, that's the thing. If Tank, like Haney could have made it regardless. If Tank didn't have Floyd, Tank wouldn't be getting any fights. People would just duck Tank. People would just duck Tank. He'd just be that little dude from Baltimore that punched real hard. So
That's true.
Tank needed Floyd to actually get some fights because people would have had no incentive to fight Tank. They would have never fought him.
Oh
He
no,
would
no,
have
no!
been in the
You're
same.
absolutely right. But I'm saying, but the biggest ingredient to that is Tank's fighting style. Because if he would have Floyd without, and he fought like I don't know, Boo Boo Andrade, then he wouldn't be a star.
That's true. That's also true. But I think Haney. Well, that's why the reason why I say Haney would have made it. I think Haney would have been big, but I'm not sure if he would have been in title fights or anything because of the way Floyd moves him. But that's why Haney made it regardless because he's chasing legacy. He wants the big fights. Da 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 da. But yeah, no, definitely. If his career would have been stalled because I don't know if Mayweather would have moved him accordingly and put him in position, especially because he would have had to do business with other people to get the titles anyway, because all the titles were
Well,
over at Top Rank.
no. Well, basically we're going off the logic that they would have moved him the same way. They probably would have moved Devin similar to what he's being moved now as a legacy fighter, and Tank is more of like an attraction, like a ticket seller. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, Tank
And
could Tank could Tank could be both. They're just not willing to concede on the financials. Like Tank could be both. Like Tank would have knocked Tiafimo the fuck out. Tank would have knocked out dudes like Luke Campbell or whatever. So he could have been both. They're not willing to concede on the money, and also they figure if we can make maximum bread with minimum risk, like why not?
they should. You know what fight they should have made or tried to? Him versus Josh
Uh,
Taylor.
oh my God, Josh Taylor don't want none of that shit. That's
man,
fucking plain.
remember
Bro, Tank would have got a lot of credit for that. You beat the 140-pound undisputed champion.
they become undisputed at 140 and
No,
then
they would
vacate.
have they would have tried that stupid shit like, oh, because I'm undisputed, I'm the A side, so the fight wouldn't happen. That's all they would have done because they know that Tank responds to money, so they just would have been like, oh, I'm the A side, the fight got to be in Ireland and all
It
that
gotta be
bullshit, and then
it gotta be in
yeah,
Scotland.
they wouldn't have took that fight, bro. So that's why they didn't even waste their time because Josh Taylor knew he would have got knocked the fuck out.
That's crazy. I couldn't imagine Tank fighting in Ireland.
Yeah, no, I mean he could, but he doesn't want to for whatever reason. Even though it's easy ass money, because he fought Liam Walsh in the UK. So I don't understand why all of a sudden it's like we can't travel no more. Like, why not?
Has Floyd
Easy
has
ticket.
Floyd ever fought has Floyd ever fought anybody outside the US?
Yeah, he beat the shit out of Ricky Hatton in the
Ricky
UK.
Hatton.
Yeah, he knocked Ricky Hatton the fuck out when he was pound for pound number one in England, and him and Ellaby was talking big shit too. They were like, man, fuck y'all ain't shit. That was pussy ass England.
That
He
shit
went
was
over. He
funny.
went. Yeah, he went. That's where that's right when Floyd like became money. That was his transition into Money Mayweather. I think that was like his last big
Right.
knockout. So
He
yeah,
was
he
so
yeah he
confident they was gonna win that fight. Ricky Hatton's people and the
I
UK
would
motherfuckers.
oh, yeah, that
there
was
was did you think they thought
yeah
Ricky Hatton was gonna win that fight?
They really
yeah
thought so, and just like they thought Savannah Marshall would beat Clarissa Shields.
yeah it was the same logic as Maidana's people. Oh, Floyd can't punch. I'm gonna run him over. Blah 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 all that bullshit. And then he came over there and got knocked the fuck out. Hit the turnbuckle and everything. Stupid ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, yeah, Floyd had no problem traveling. which is what gets me so angry with why he's moving Tank. I'm like, bro, why can't he go over there and get some of this easy ass money? Like, even if he would have fought Kambosos in Australia, it's easy pickings. What the fuck? I mean, I'm glad Devin Haney got the fight, but they made it seem like, oh, Tank gonna be at risk. I'm like, bro, Kambosos all he gonna do is run into a punch. That's nothing.
How do y'all think that John Ryder Canelo about to go?
Ah, man,
Man,
look at John Ryder versus Jacobs, bro. Come on, Canelo gonna play with him a little bit and stop him to the body like all these other bitch dudes.
And plus Canelo, he fighting them right next to the source, right next to the farm. You
that
know he
nigga
fighting them in
Canelo is
Mexico.
declining.
Yeah, and it's happening in Mexico. If John Ryder so much as scratch Canelo, he not gonna make it back to the hotel. His fucking car gonna blow up like the Godfather. I remember they was talking that
That's
shit.
true.
They was talking that shit about. I remember they was talking that shit about what's the name? They was talking that shit about Charlo and saying, oh yeah, the fight got to be in Mexico with all Mexican judges and the cartels got to be the referee and all that weird shit. I'm like, oh my god, y'all are fucking pathetic.
Nah, that's funny.
Yeah, I don't understand why he didn't want to do an all Mexican showdown with Benavidez. That shit is crazy to me. That's so much money. But then now they're saying Benavidez is a Mexican, so whatever.
Bro, Canelo brought an Englishman to Mexico before he brought a Black American or a Mexican or a Mexican American.
Yeah,
Let me see, bitch.
Before he brought a Mexican American.
the last Mexican he fought was who? Cesar Chavez Jr. Was that the
That
was
bitch
that the
ass
last
nigga.
one? That dude fucking sucks. That is fucking horrible.
But man, if John Ryder get off on Canelo, bro, that's gonna be embarrassing.
John Ryder not gonna do shit. John Ryder gonna sit there in the pocket, get beat up, and then take a left hook to the liver, and then take a fucking knee and go home. That's it. He ain't gonna do nothing else. He's
Yeah,
all
I
this
don't
time.
think so. One thing about John Ryder, he is tough. So like, I wouldn't be surprised
Yeah,
this shit goes 12 rounds. Canelo, he declining, bro. Like his gas tank and all that. Like that's why he couldn't stop. I mean, that's Triple G. He's hard to stop. But you can
you're
see
implying
even
that
in that
John
fight,
Ryder
Canelo was
really.
slowing down.
You're implying that John Ryder really comes to fight. Like
He
you're.
do.
I'm.
That's how he
I'm
fight.
thinking.
This motherfucker ain't no boxer. He ain't gonna dance with you. He gonna fight.
He has 5 losses. I'm thinking that John Ryder pulls a Jacobs. He gets in there, he makes it look good for a little bit, and then he just fucking lays down like everybody else.
He said he been wanting this fight for a minute though. You think he gonna lay down?
I mean, he just wants to check
Watching him
because
versus John
he sees
Ryder right now. I mean,
because I
Danny
think
Jacobs.
because I think Hearn feels like he owes him something or something. I don't know why he's working overtime to set up. Fucking, it's crazy how he could put John Ryder in a position to get Canelo, but he couldn't do that for Andrew. That shit will forever
It's
piss me off.
because Caleb Smith, they let him Caleb Smith rob John Ryder.
Canelo fans get mad at me, but I be saying that Canelo has never put on a massive performance against an elite, a good fighter, like how Floyd did
He never
against
has.
Patton, or how
Plant
Floyd
his
did
best
against
win.
Canelo.
That's
Plant Triple G his best win.
that
Maybe the
that's
second Triple
because
G win, but go ahead.
that's because Canelo is a B level boxer. He's a B level boxer that has a decent power bailout and he has political clout. That's it. He's not. I don't understand. People think he's like some master boxer. No, he just punches really hard and he has good opponent selection and he has political credibility. That's it. Yeah, he has political clout.
Mhm.
That's pretty much it. He's never done anything masterful. Every time he's even taken a half step up, he's looked fucking stupid. Because don't get it twisted. Triple G is not some fucking master boxer either. He just punches real hard and he works off the jab because he has some decent American coaching. He's not being coached by one of those dumbasses from fucking who gives a
Yeah,
fuckistan.
he got decent
Yeah,
skills. Yeah, like
yeah,
nothing special, but I be
nothing you
telling
wouldn't be able
people,
to
like, I said
outbox
something
if you knew what you
crazy.
were doing.
I said if Boots was at 160 and like he got accumulated to that weight because he's big enough to get at that weight, obviously he
Mhm.
would beat the shit out of Triple G, prime Triple
He would.
G. I really
He
believe that
would.
shit.
He would. That's
He's
not.
never
Yeah.
fought anybody that he. There's a reason why he didn't want to fight
Look
Lara.
at Kell Brook versus Triple G.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Bro, look at Steve Rolls versus Triple G. Before Steve Rolls got stopped, Steve Rolls was putting in work.
yeah.
Like, like, come on, bro. And if little ass Canelo can get in there and hang, like, yeah, bro. Nah, that's why Triple G. That's why Triple G dug Charlo. He dug Andre because he'd get the shit beat out of him.
Bro, ever since Danny Jacobs got with that one girl, what's her name?
They're not together no
Uh,
more. That bitch with Yo Gotti.
Yeah, she moved on.
damn, she went to Yo Gotti?
Yeah, Yo Gotti a simp. He been after that pussy for God knows how long, and now he finally got it. And it's like, wow, bro, you really waited on this
Oh
bitch?
yeah, Angela, what's her name? Like nigga, he made a whole song about the bitch.
Angela Simmons.
Angela Simmons.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't understand why rappers like why do niggas all have the same girls? Like me, if I'm
Everybody
in that
says,
situation, bro, if I'm in that position, bro, I'm finding some low key chick that work at Hooters or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Or like,
all,
or
all you
maybe not.
all you gonna all you gonna do is certify her as a pass around then too, because these hoes they like to get around, they like to try different things, live that lifestyle. So all the top echelon dudes end up sharing women.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because once you showing
eventually.
that
That's true.
lifestyle,
You
once you
ain't gonna
showing that
find no.
lifestyle,
Yeah,
Yeah,
you ain't gonna find no woman over 23 that doesn't have at least 20 bodies.
like look at
It's
Aisha
rare.
Curry. Look at Aisha Curry. She's now certified in elite, and after she leaves Steph Curry, don't get it twisted. She is going to leave Steph Curry. She gonna be running around too. Look at Tia Murray. Tia Murray probably throwing that ass in the circle right now. It's just she's not like a 10 or anything. So like you don't really get points for smashing her. She's been
And
married for
is she
20.
though, bro? Cause guess what? In her eyes, she can't really upgrade over Steph Curry, so she ain't gonna leave that nigga.
Nah, I mean, she's not gonna be. That's because women are stupid. She's not gonna be able to upgrade us and get somebody to marry her, but she could fuck the people she actually want to fuck. That's the point. She might try to like change them, but it's never gonna work. Women never understand this. They're
She
like
never got her
they
chance to be in the streets. She been how long she been with Steph since like middle school or something?
yeah, exactly. So she needs to run the streets because she feel like she's missing out. And this is the thing. Women think that the dudes they fuck are their options. It's like no, men fuck anything. The dude who's gonna stick with you, that's where your actual options are. Women don't understand this until they're like fucking 40 these days. So that's that's
Oh,
that's
men
that's what
want me. No, no, no. Niggas want to fuck you. They don't actually want you. Like
exactly.
a woman winning is to marry a nigga that's what they would consider what's the word I'm looking for? Like a successful man. I guess you could say that.
Yeah, because
Like
marriage
that's
is
them winning. But just because niggas airport or something. Uh, but yeah, but just because they think that because niggas want to fuck them that like oh like they're getting all this attention like it means that they want them. But if you can get like a like a good dude to marry you, that's you being successful. Not niggas want to stick a dick in you.
exactly yeah, and women don't understand this until they're all used up and don't nobody really want them for real. They've had like 2 kids, they got a bunch of bodies, and then they'll get on that bullshit. I'm single by choice. No, bitch, nobody
I
wants
would
you.
say
Nobody wants you for real.
some, not all, but some.
Yeah,
You're right. Yeah, yeah.
That's why they get mad when they see like older dudes with these younger girls because they know they can't compete with these younger girls.
Yeah,
Like,
and I can tell you straight up. I've been with chicks. I've been with chicks as old as like early 40s, and I've been with chicks as young as 19. They both like their brains are still wired similarly, but there's nothing that the over 40-year-old had that the 19-year-old didn't have. The 19 was superior in every single way, shape, or form. So this whole we get better with age, bitch, nothing gets better with age except wine. So stop. It's a fucking lie. But yeah, no,
or
there's
men.
there's there's plenty of bras out there that still believe that the dudes they fuck are really their options. Like, no, bitch. Like, it's good for the stroke right now, but outside of that, like they're not gonna pick you for real. That's why a lot of these bitches be out here and be like, oh my god, I was in a relationship for 2 years. I didn't know the nigga was married. Yeah, it's because that's
Oh,
that's
I'm
that's what
single
you
by
want.
choice. No, you
Yeah,
single because the niggas that you want don't want you.
right, exactly. Don't nobody want you for real.
The
And
only thing that's left over are the simps,
right.
and
Yeah,
they don't
and
want them
those
And
niggas.
that's how they start bed with you.
Yep.
and yeah, and then they'll criticize you for saying shit like oh go overseas or whatever, and it's like man, ain't nobody trying to be a backup plan. Ain't
Right.
nobody trying to be Mister Phase Two. That shit is corny.
Yeah. This nigga John Ryder's trash.
Yeah, he's not good. He's never been good.
Oh
How do we
Lord.
think Canelo stacks up all time? Well, I'm not gonna
He's not even
lie.
the
Bro,
greatest
that's
Mexican fighter of
crazy.
all time. That's De La Hoya. De La Hoya to me, like as annoying as he is, that nigga was a great fighter.
That's
But
true.
I guess
Yeah,
he's American, so I guess he doesn't count.
Canelo hurt himself by not stacking his resume appropriately. He hurt himself. As far as being a super middleweight, he might be like one of the greatest super middleweights of all time. But as far as boxers of all time, yeah,
But they're gonna say, well, Canelo has got a better resume than anybody that's currently fighting. Yeah, he's got better names than anybody that's currently fighting, but he's also one of the few people
no,
that has the luxury of picking whoever he wants. So
no,
low
he
key,
don't have a
he could have the
he don't
best
have a better
resume of all time if he really wanted to, if he fought those people and beat them.
he
But
don't
he
have a
didn't
better
want to do that. He
resume
didn't
than
want to fight Charlo.
he
He
don't
didn't
have a
want to
better
fight
resume than
Andrade for
Ugas.
undisputed.
He doesn't have a better resume than
Ugas,
Ugas. Yeah, Ugas beat
he's
Pacquiao. Old man Pacquiao is literally better than anyone Canelo's ever fought outside of fucking Mayweather.
That's why I wanted Spence and Crawford to fight so bad, because I could have argued against these people that either one of them got a better win than anything in Canelo's resume.
Yeah, because if they knock off each other, yeah, that's far superior than anybody Canelo's ever fought except Mayweather. That's it.
Hmm.
And the thing is too, Canelo didn't win. Canelo fucking lost. He went in there and got embarrassed. He got shut out. So honestly, if you take away the Mayweather ass whooping from Canelo is looking a lot like fucking Crawford. To be honest,
Even De La Hoya is a better fighter all time than Canelo, because De La Hoya never got washed in any fight, even against
I mean, he
Floyd that
got
was
stopped.
competitive.
yeah, he got smoked by Bernard Hopkins.
But that's Bernard. That man's a fucking 168 pounder or
I'm
a
just saying.
middleweight.
You said he never got washed. His ass got smoked. We got to keep it
Okay, but
real.
I give him a pass on that one because that motherfucker's big as hell. Like, and he started at
Didn't he get watched
135.
by Manny Pacquiao too?
Yeah, he got done. I mean, he put up a better fight
Yeah,
against
at the end of
Pacquiao,
his
but
career.
yeah, I think that was one of his last fights. But
Well,
yeah, no,
let me
like,
rephrase it. Prime De La Hoya.
oh yeah, Prime De La Hoya would have smoked Canelo. He would have knocked him the fuck out.
Yeah, because the motherfucker fought what? He fought Vargas, Fernando Vargas. He fought Shane Mosley, prime Shane Mosley. He fought Whitaker.
He fought Trinidad
Uh,
and lost.
yeah, but I mean, it was a good fight though.
That was a very competitive fight though. People were, I think Trinidad won, but Trinidad barely won.
Yeah, Trinidad. Yeah, I thought he beat Trinidad. But either
I
way,
did.
it's not about the wins or losses, bro. He fought these motherfuckers in their prime.
Right. Yeah, yeah. Canelo is blatantly skipping people. And what's worse is that Canelo's fan base say that the people he's skipping, he easily smokes. And I'm like, so what's the problem?
Right.
So what's the problem? Like, oh, he'll wash Benavidez. Okay, cool. Can we get the fight? I mean, because you're making it seem like people are making it seem like the John Ryder and fucking Rocky Fielding and all these other bitch dudes that he's been wasting time with are going to be more competitive fights. It's like,
Bro,
based off of
Fulcher,
what?
Yeah.
that dude on Twitter, Irv, remember he argued me down and said that John Ryder deserves his fight more than anybody.
Irv rides Canelo's dick harder than any baby mama that Canelo has, and I think Canelo got about 3 of them. Irv has no fucking that weird ass dude. Not only does he have no fucking knowledge of anything in particular, his entire following comes from Canelo. Like if Canelo had gotten into a car accident or some shit, he would have nothing to fucking talk about. His whole profile is Canelo and anti PBC. That's fucking it. That's why anytime you try to have a conversation with that dumbass, he'll just go to some weird, obscure accounting error that PBC had back in like the early 2000s or some shit. He doesn't know anything but what people feed him. He's kind of the same as Eson, which is why Eson keeps having to change his name because people keep clipping his account because people are starting to realize he doesn't know shit. His whole identity is I'm Andre's cousin. And no disrespect
What
to
about
Andre.
that
I've
dude
been
Sanchez or whatever his name is?
the only Sanch, yeah, he's another dumbass that says whatever fucking Round Boy or Steve Kim says. All these dudes get
Niggas
their
are racist,
information.
bro.
Yeah,
Keep it a buck.
absolute race. Absolutely. Who the? I never said he wasn't. He's racist as fuck. And yeah, no, but all these dudes get their information from the same guys. They get their information from fucking Steve Kim, from Round Boy, and like a
Ring
few
IQ,
other. Yeah, Ring IQ. And those two are racist as fuck. So yeah, that's all they do. That's why they all repeat the same shit and they all end up wrong. Steve
Rick
Kim,
Glazer.
yeah, exactly, bro. They kept saying, "Oh, PBC this, PBC that." They get proven wrong every fucking week, and they're just like, "Ah, we'll still PBC." And every time you ask them a
Bro,
question, they can never give you a pointed answer. And it's like, yeah, because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
when boxing scene came out with the Tank numbers that he did like 150 or 140 something like pay-per-view numbers or 200,000, they said they rather believe the failed promoter, and that's what he is, a failed promoter who's not in the business anymore, Rick Glazer, over those numbers. So you mean to tell
Yeah,
me Tank broke the record of DC for Gates, and but he somehow only did 61K pay-per-view numbers? You really believe that shit?
but my
Come
thing
on now.
is, my biggest thing is, what the fuck do it matter? What the fuck do it got to do with anything? Y'all keep saying that
Exactly.
PBC is going. Yeah, y'all keep saying PBC going out of business. Okay, well they're still here, so pick something new to talk about. Let's say Tank didn't sell a single pay per view. What the fuck do that matter? Lomachenko got no pay per view history. Ryan Garcia got no pay per view history. All the niggas you pick up and ain't got no pay per view history. Fucking shit. Look, Triple G. People don't even remember. Before Triple G fought Canelo, Triple G was putting up Terrence Crawford numbers as far as pay per view. His pay per view was fucking him versus Lemieux, and that bullshit was buns. Didn't nobody talk all this bullshit when all these hype jobs were selling basically nothing on HBO? So I ain't trying to fucking hear it. I ain't trying to fucking hear it. Like people, like none of this has anything to do with anything. Like what the fuck is the point? Oh, Tank didn't do well pay per view wise. Okay, so next who you got? Who's doing better? Because the only people outselling fucking Tank consistently is Spence and Wilder. That's and Canelo. Those are pretty much the only three.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so I don't even understand what the fuck their point would be. It just be talking shit. Not to mention
There's this
Matchroom
new
is
meme going around. There's a new meme that says Tank is a pay-per-view flop king because he only sold 300,000.
okay. I mean, if that's a flop, then whatever. They just keep changing the fucking rules. But every time Canelo's had a record breaking pay per view, it's been with the PBC. So clearly they know how to do something. Not to mention when Tyson Fury sold 30,000 in the U.S. Did they talk about that? No, he sold less than 40. He sold like 30,000 pay per views in the U.S. But they don't want to talk
Bro,
about how he's
Canelo's
some kind
not
of fucking
stupid.
flop.
And these people are not stupid. They know if let's say Benavidez beats the dog shit out of Plant and beats him even more devastating fashion than even Canelo did. And then the Canelo Benavidez fight happens. You mean to tell me that wouldn't do more numbers than his recent fight with Triple G?
Canelo not gonna fight Benavidez, and
Of
and,
course
they, and
not. But
they've
I'm
given.
saying like if these people they claim to care about pay-per-view numbers because they were so adamant about Triple G and Canelo's numbers for that third fight. So, but you wouldn't.
That's
So if y'all care so much, then y'all should be begging for Benavidez and Canelo. If y'all care about
that's
him doing big pay-per-view numbers.
that shit would do some serious numbers because
Yeah.
Canelo believes the 50-50.
Hey, if Canelo takes
They
that
believe
fight,
that's
bro,
a
I
50-50
ain't
fight.
even gonna say shit about him no more. I'm like, okay, you know what? Win or lose, respect.
Nah, I'm gonna still
'Cause,
talk shit. I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna talk shit if you lose. If you win, I'll shut up. But if you lose, I'm gonna talk shit because like you've been ducking other people as well. Don't forget, Canelo fans were not only defending him fighting fucking Macabuti, but they also said that him versus Usyk at cruiserweight, no, at 190 will be quote unquote competitive. So they're never gonna live down that stupid shit. I swear to God, I remember even that Irv dude. Irv was like, "Oh yeah, him versus Usyk is a competitive fight." I'm like, "You're
There's
one of the
even
single
ESPN articles saying that.
it's just one of the
but
stupidest, most dick suckingest ass things I've ever heard. Usyk might beat Canelo within an inch of his goddamn life. He like it wouldn't even be competitive. Usyk would run him the
and,
fuck over.
and don't let these people forget, Canelo was the favorite for that Bivol fight. I actually picked Bivol to win that fight, but I was saying that I don't think he's gonna get the decision, and I was almost
Yeah,
right
me
because
too.
it was 7-5 or some shit like that. Like the motherfucker, I don't think that motherfucker won a run around in my when I watched it. Maybe
I
one or
gave
two.
Can I gave Canelo, I think, one round, and I think I gave him a draw in one round. But yeah, he got washed. I said that Canelo was going to win a decision-based robbery. I said that Bivol was going to do everything it took to win, and Canelo was still going to get the decision or a draw to get a second fight in there. But yeah, these dudes who did no research on Bivol are trying to be experts on boxing. I'm like, you niggas didn't even watch Bivol. Y'all didn't even know he came from HBO. Y'all didn't know he had been fighting that long. So that's why I don't be listening to these dick riding ass dudes. They just say whatever's fucking anti PBC, even though PBC invented Canelo. People got to remember, Canelo Alvarez is Mayweather's fucking Frankenstein. He created that little ginger fuck. And if Mayweather hadn't greased him up as a fucking easy ass sacrifice, then Canelo would be fucking nobody right now. Canelo would be some random ginger nigga that nobody wants to fight. And you know what? Canelo would have more losses because then he would have actually had to put in some work at 154. He wouldn't have been able to hop around like a bitch and just fight whoever. He would have actually had to fight Andre when he was fucking mandatory. He might have actually had to fight Charlo and Unify to get some paper. So
Mhm.
this is fucking Mayweather's doing. But everyone's like, oh, anti PBC this, anti PBC that. I'm like, y'all better thank the PBC for building this nigga. Shit. PBC is why
Pretty
you
much.
have this dude. Yeah, PBC is why you
Oh,
have this dude.
you guys don't do pay per view numbers because you people don't pay for pay per views. But even though the top 10 biggest fighters in history in terms of pay per view numbers are all African American, but whatever.
Yeah, and the thing is, my thing is, why are y'all so worried about it? If the goal is for PBC to go out of business and y'all believe PBC is doing bad business, let them go out of business. Just let them go out of business. Like, why you keep talking about it every fucking week? Get some new fucking talking points,
And,
bro.
and let's say Showtime doesn't do boxing anymore. You don't think there's one of these other companies could just take up the slack for it? I mean, it happened with HBO and Showtime. Like, it just move on to a different platform. But it's not going
Well,
to go
no,
away. PBC is not going away. Like, they want it to go away.
no.
That's what it really is.
What they're upset about is that PBC got an exclusive contract with Showtime. They're upset that Top Rank and fucking DAZN, Matchroom, whatever, all those other dick sucks didn't get shit, and PBC got the exclusive hold on Showtime, and can't nobody else come over there and run shit. It's not
Mm,
like it's not.
don't Top Rank got a
It,
deal with ESPN?
yeah, but that's ESPN. It's not like back in the old days on HBO when anybody could come up in there and just start twerking
Mm-hmm.
and putting on fights and shit. PBC got the exclusive hold on this shit. So people are fucking upset that ain't nobody else got no juice.
Yeah.
And it's like that's their fucking fault for not doing quality business. Don't nobody give a fuck. I'm like shit. All these same dudes, they weren't complaining when BLK Prime took their $40 because they didn't buy Bud shit either. Why do you think all these dudes are always complaining that Bud needs a big guarantee? Because y'all don't plan on buying his fucking fights. Y'all do not plan on buying his shit because he
Yep.
doesn't give you fights you want to see. You just want to be able to talk some shit. These dudes don't be buying pay per view either. They'll talk about how they don't buy PBC pay per view. Okay, cool, but then they'll purchase everything ESPN got because it comes with cable. Okay, great. If you like paying for less for mediocre fights and not paying for better fights, that's perfectly fine. That's your right as a fan. Good shit. But the five of you niggas complaining is not going to do anything.
Yep.
They talk all this bullshit, but PBC is unifying divisions. Fucking DAZN couldn't even get Andrade to fight Triple G. Like, what the fuck? DAZN couldn't even make Canelo and Andrade. Like get these bitch dudes out of here.
Eh,
MJ don't want to fight Fulton, etc.
No, definitely. But and I got and a little bit off topic, but I think we talked about that enough anyways. But I want to talk about your boy Earl Spence.
Well, what's wrong with him?
This motherfucker be sneak dissing, bro. And I know
Sneak
I
this
mentioned
who?
this shit before, but that little slide comment about Boots, like I want him to at this nigga, and I hope all the sneak diss is gonna lead to him fighting him eventually, because
Oh
otherwise
no.
it's some bitch ass shit in my opinion.
No. Hey, the Errol Spence is the welterweight champion, and that's how it goes. But I'm gonna say this. Spence fans, not Artman or anybody up here, but most diehard Spence fans have already given Earl Spence permission to never fight Boots. He does.
Oh
It's
my,
just it's yeah. It's the same logic as Canelo. He doesn't deserve it. He needs to fight someone. He got to put in work. He's ducking Crawford. Da, 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 da. Like they've already done it, so I'm not gonna like waste my time thinking about the shit. But it is what it is. I'm not hating on Earl Spence, but him kind of clowning Boots for going 12 it is a little silly, especially considering
yeah,
we know
and
Earl.
on top of
Go
that,
ahead.
Crawford, Spence, or even a dude like Tank Davis, they've never fought a fighter that didn't bring the fight to them for real, for real. Like the closest thing we could say is maybe what's that white dude that got knocked out by Conor Ben? Uh,
Oh, Algieri?
yeah, that's the closest thing that we've seen to Earl Spence of like a boxer type that can move a little bit. But other than that, most of the motherfuckers that Earl Spence fights, they come to fight. They're not coming there to survive. They come
I
forward.
mean, it is what it is.
Maybe
Errol
Mikey
Spence,
Garcia, I guess, but he
yeah.
wasn't moving like this.
I mean, it is what it is. Errol Spence has been taking a lot of unfair disrespect. A lot of Bud fans have been using Boots to disrespect Earl Spence, saying, "Oh, you worried about Bud, and you're not
And
even
vice
gonna fight
versa.
Boots." Boo, boo. Yeah, so that's why I'm
Yo,
not
I
gonna.
almost forgot, but we just got breaking news.
What?
Oh,
Terrence Crawford, not Terrence Crawford, but Teofimo Lopez and Josh Taylor's finalized.
oh
It's
shit.
final. That's actually happening.
Yes.
The fucking battle of the Ducks. Oh my god, I cannot believe Teofimo Lopez getting a fucking the last remaining title shot.
On Top Rank, that's a great fight.
And you know what? And you know what? And you know what?
In the
If
UK.
Teofimo clips this nigga, actually no, Devin Haney needs to get in position to use the WBO to challenge the winner. He needs to immediately get into position because I'm telling you, if Devin Haney goes up to 140 with no fucking belt, he gonna be in the same position he was at 135, if not worse. People are gonna be like, oh, well, they punch hard at 140, so they all gonna want to fight Devin. Nope, not without no belt. Not without no belt. He gonna be like
What you
Richardson
mean? He's
Hitchens.
undisputed. Like he could literally challenge for any belt he wants.
No, that's well, no, you can't challenge for any belt, but you can go through the WBO. But that's what I'm saying. If he needs to challenge the winner, yeah, he needs to challenge the winner of that fight. Because if he vacates, goes to 140, and don't got a title shot lined up, he gonna be like Richardson Hitchens. He gonna be that real talented dude that nobody want to fuck with for real. I'm telling you, his career gonna be on ice. So he better wise up. Yeah, Richardson Hitchens is a good fighter. He is good,
He is.
definitely. Got some,
Um,
his.
it says it's close to a done deal, but I think it's gonna get done. But that's a good fight, and it's a 50-50 fight.
It is because they're both marginal. They're both ducks. But the thing is, too, I think Josh Taylor prefers Tiafimo because Tiafimo's not a southpaw.
My
Josh
thing
Taylor
is,
clearly. Oh, go ahead.
but my thing with Teofimo is if he can't hurt Josh Taylor, which is possible because since he's gotten to 140, Teofimo's not knocking people out like he was at 135. If he can't hurt Josh Taylor, he's got no chance because he can't really fight on the inside. He can't really box. It's not his style. What's he going like? I see him getting outworked
Yeah, I
unless
see.
he can knock this motherfucker out.
Right. Yeah, I see Josh Taylor outpointing him because the thing is, too, Josh Taylor. One, I don't like Josh Taylor at all because he's a little bitch. But one thing I'll give Josh Taylor is that when it comes to clinch work, he's an excellent clinch fighter. He knows how to
Yeah,
clinch and still get punches off. And Tiafimo is sloppy and fucking just a goddamn idiot.
yeah, he's got no
But
inside game, like for real, for real.
man, my phone's about to die. I gotta put it on the charger. If this is still on when I get to my laptop, I'll be back.
All right. Well, yeah, that's a good fight.